You can support this show at patreon.com/ASA podcasting.
Ham chopping weapons.
The wasteland is a post-apocalyptic mess as the sole survivor wanders out about to see the rest. Nuclear explosions sending out the gamma rays from deep within the core, frozen atomic waves. From deep within the core, frozen atomic waves.
Hello and welcome to the 523rd edition of the Fallout Feed. I am Andrew, joined by a flock of my favorite Fallout folks. Tonight, I've got Ray. What's up, Ray?
Hello, hello.
And also Jess. What's up, Jess?
Howdy, Andrew. Greets, everybody.
And returning is our good time buddy, longtime friend, Steve. What's going on, Pip Boy Steve? Long time no see. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, Kiora, everyone.
Kiora.
I'm doing well.
Awesome. Great to have you, bud. So, on the show tonight, we will do our usual gameplay off the top, see what everybody's been getting into, see what Steve's been catching up with the last while. We've got some game time. I prepared a bunch of games, and we really don't have to get into all of them. I just thought maybe it'd be fun to have a few prepared. We also got, it looks like a good chunk of iguana bits in the can tonight. So we'll dig out our forks and see what tasty bits we have. So let's go ahead and roll right into it. Check in with everyone, see what's been going on. And we'll let our guest have honors. Steve, catch us up. What have you been doing recently? How you had a chance to play any video games?
I have been playing some video games. I've been playing a little bit of everything, just kind of bouncing back and forth between, Starfield, Cyberpunk 27, Oblivion, and Fallout 4, and even
nice.
some other games.
Sweet. So
Depends on.
yeah, what's struck you most? What have you enjoyed a lot? Oblivion? Were you a Skyrim guy? So had you played Oblivion before? I guess you probably
I
played
had
all
not
the old
played
ones.
Oblivion.
Really?
No, I had not played Oblivion before, and so that was fun. I I'm enjoying it. I'm playing like a sneaky archer right now. I've fallen into and doing the assassin path and going through those, and those are real fun. Those are very inventive quests.
They are. They are. And that's
Yeah.
not normally your thing? That's not normally what you fall into? Or are you one that tends to be sneaky?
No, I tend to like bust in to wherever I am, just kind of shooting and, kind of full frontal assault there, usually. Just kind of jump into things and let the chaos go. So playing a sneaky archer is kind of different for me. And then my wife, I was sharing with her, and I made a Khajiit character with her, and we named him Mr. Nimblefoot, and I was making him a bare knuckle brawler, kind of like Ray described, and I never went back to him. I just danced all over the tables and knocked people's stuff over with him.
I mean, that is very cat-like behavior. I like it. People like to talk about their melee Khajiit, calling them punch cat builds, but I love the idea of just jumping up there like Pee Wee Herman and smashing stuff off the counter.
Yeah, I waited until the inn was populated and full with people, and like all the stuff was pristine on the tables, and so then I just started jumping up there and dancing around, and it kicks everything over. It was real fun.
So, did you have much experience with Oblivion before, or is it new?
No. First time playing through, so it's been fun. Yeah, learning. I've just been leveling up. I know you guys. I'm like level 20 or something.
Yeah, no, that's a serious level. The Oblivion level scaling in the remakester, it's faster than original Oblivion, but still, a lot of times people will finish the game 25, 30, like, you know what I mean? They'll finish in the 20s more than not. But in the remakester, you can easily hit 20 and not even be halfway done.
Yeah,
So,
totally.
that's
That's where
been
I feel I
interesting.
am. I don't think I'm like even halfway done. There's so much more to go with it. Um, So yeah, but it hasn't been drawing me that much the last few weeks. It's been more. I did play a bit of Starfield, which is
Oh,
good.
okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you played closer to release, right? We talked about it a bit in
Yeah.
your early games, right?
Uh-huh. And I'm
And
still playing the
then
same character, which
okay, no,
is one,
hey, I don't
one
blame you
character the
there.
whole way through.
Now, one character the whole way through past the Unity, or one character in their first
Oh
universe?
yeah, I'm in like my fourth new game or
Okay.
something. Yeah. Um,
See,
so
that's
what was
different. It's like a
fun?
whole new game. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not, but it is quest wise and such. So,
it is, but so the first time I went through, I did a couple of the factions and then I ended up going through the Unity and um and I realized, oh, there was probably a lot more I could have done in that playthrough, but I was one of the kind of not a super rusher, but I didn't wait that long to go through Unity.
yeah, if you got there story wise, if it made sense for your character. I mean, the thing
Yeah.
about Oblivion, like we were talking with the leveling up, is that it gives you an excuse to try make more different characters. As opposed to having one character that does everything and is suddenly super powerful, like a god. It's an excuse to do multiple. Whereas Starfield gives you an excuse to just stick with one and try different things.
Yeah. Um so I in that first playthrough, I did have the companion that tragically died on me was Sam,
Oh,
and so that left Cora, his orphan daughter, on my ship, and she was angry with me for letting him die.
oh
That
no,
was in my very first playthrough, yeah, and so then in my second playthrough, um, I ended up getting a I, I did a few more factions, but I wasn't happy with how I was doing it because oh yeah, I did the pirates, and
right,
then once you do the pirates, then pirates aren't um, uh, agitated by you when you go to a location of interest, and so you have less enemies if you side with the pirates. I find.
right.
So I wasn't happy with that, but had wanted to go through their cycle of the quest line, and so then um, I went through Unity again, and I ended up in one of the alternate universes where
Ooh,
Cora was all grown up and was pissed off at me that
oh
I
no,
had
because her
killed
dad
her,
died.
let her dad die, and so she attacked me when I went into the lodge, and and so which I thought that was so unique and fitting that I would get like this weird alternate
That's really
universe.
appropriate, given that that's what happened
Yeah,
in your first game for this character. Yeah, that's kind of perfect.
that was fun. And then so I did some building in that world and I did exploring and got my I'm getting up into level. I'm like level 180, 200, something like that is where my character's at now. And so then uh after that world, so Cora was her body was in the lodge the entire time I played through that whole cycle there. So I just now I got Watchtower, right? The mod that Ray's been talking about.
Yeah,
And
yep.
so I saw that, I thought that looks cool. That looks like worth getting. King Gath, and
Their
I'm
group
playing
has
Sim
done
Settlements
awesome
too.
stuff. People really
Yeah.
enjoying Watchtower. Yeah.
So I got that so I wanted to go and I was really close to going through Unity. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with my character is I've just freshly gone through Unity and I don't have money to like build a ship or anything, but I'm gonna do a straight up good playthrough on this one.
That
So
a chance for your character to be like, I'm finally getting it right. Not siding with
yeah,
pirates, working against this Watchtower group, um, saving Sam. All these things like righting the wrongs of
exactly.
the past. I love that idea.
Well, the
Yeah,
good thing
and
is that
so
you're going to be you're going to be able to advance through the Watchtower quests because you have been through the Unity. you know, Unlike my
yeah,
poor little character that started off fighting Watchtower from the beginning and now is stuck.
Completely destroyed all the bases, yet hardly moved in the plot. I love that. So cool. That's Oblivion and Starfield we've been playing recently. How about any Fallout or any other games too? Any non-Bethesda games? What else have you been doing?
I want to get into Fallout 4. I figure that me and Andrew will have some notes to compare, but I want to mention another game that I played that I really enjoyed was Dredge, because you guys have been talking about fishing so much, right? Everybody loves fishing. So Dredge is this great game, and it's developed by a New Zealand team of developers, and it's a fishing horror game. It gets very Lovecraftian cosmic horror in this fishing game. And so Dredge, it's stylistic. I don't know how many hours through it is. It's not that many hours, right? People could knock it out. It's a short game. It's a few days.
Yeah, it's an indie, right? Probably 10 to 20 hours, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. 10 to 20 hours, depending on how much you want to be a completionist and all. It's fun. It's got you have a fishing boat and you go out fishing, and as you fish up, you go out and to get harder fish, and you have to go out and stay out longer. But the longer you stay out at night, the more creepy things happen to you.
Oh, cool. So it
And
is Lovecraftian. Do you like fish up
yes,
tentacle things and stuff from below? Actually, that ties it a little bit
for
with the
sure.
76 fishing, since they kind of brought that in there too a little bit. That's great.
Yeah, and then it's like little. It's almost like
Peggy
different style of
12.
fish have different mini games that you have to kind of play, for like tagging stuff at the right time, because you're fishing, right? It's probably, and I haven't done the 76 fishing, but you've mentioned different like cast and draw, times and stuff.
Yep, little
So
mods and things to modify it. But I mean, when that's the whole
yeah,
game, like Dredge or Dave the Diver, we've had a lot of indie fishing games the last year or two. They've been really
yeah,
popular now that I think about it.
yeah. And then as you fish them up, it's also an inventory management game because you have to place the fish in your hole in the right shapes, and so you can, there's an efficiency there. Um, so
Inventory
who
fish
doesn't love,
management.
it's like, who doesn't love a good Diablo-esque kind of style block, placing and twisting of Tetris style
Oh,
inventory
I know a
as you're
lot of our
fishing,
listeners
right?
remember all those inventories, all the old
Totally.
RPGs that had those inventories, so like dragging and arranging stuff in squares to make it fit. Like it wasn't just an inventory limit. It wasn't just like limit of 200. It was like limit of 12 squares. My shield takes up 4. I hated it.
Yeah, Stalker held on to that style.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, Dredge is my recommendation for fishing if you love a spooky, creepy fishing game.
So not Clint. He's our resident. Tried it. Don't like it. 76
Oh,
fisherman.
he didn't like
Or
it?
not
No.
fisherman. Yeah, no, not a
Ah,
fan. Whereas the rest of us
Yeah.
were out there we're all getting our Alotls. I think who got one today?
Alotls.
Was it was it Brandon Andon who got his today? A couple of people did. Yep, Brandon Andon got his today. A couple others. So that is the current axolotl is the shadowed axolotl. So we're calling him Alotl because he's very
Gothalotl.
spooky.
I'm watching the Dredge trailer right now. The art is really beautiful. It reminds me vaguely of the Wind Waker cell shading art style, if that makes sense. I know it's not, exactly like that, but it's kind of a little cartoony, but really, really awesome. That's a very
Yeah,
cool looking game.
it's totally stylized, and it runs on probably lower end PCs too.
Yeah, cool. I think is it for
Yeah, it's fun. It's weird how it can like actually be a little creepy for such a cartoony looking thing, you know.
I like that. It's less likely to jump scare you. Like I find, so I don't like horror games in general. I mean, I'll play them if they're creepy. That can be fun, but I'm not a huge fan of horror movies. We all know this. I'm not a huge fan of horror games. They're neat, but from a distance or, snuggled up. But if a friend's playing a game, I can watch her put it on my phone. The little screen, it doesn't jump you as much. Like you get a big old giant clown face in your face, but he's only like 2 inches big, so it's okay. So that is my
Cuter
tip. If you
that
want to
way.
watch, like a scary movie or watch a scary game when your friends are streaming it, do it on your phone. It's way better.
That's cute.
I might actually able to watch Alien finally, Andrew. Y'all telling me to watch Alien.
I
these
don't know.
years,
You'll
and
throw your phone across the room.
I probably will.
Watch out, kitty. All right. Steve, is there any
Yeah.
other stuff you wanted to mention
Yeah,
there? You
sure,
said
sure.
Fallout 4 you want to get into a little bit. And,
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
Because somehow
Cyberpunk and stuff too. Yeah.
Cyberpunk. I've just been playing Cyberpunk. Well, I had been having some trouble with my video card on my computer, and so I had purchased my computer like 5 years ago.
Mhm.
And so I had built it in order to play a few games. And my video card is kind of starting to crap out, and so I got a new card. I got a 5070, which is pretty rocking.
Nice.
And yeah, it's like a whole new world right now. That's why I've been playing a little bit of everything, and um, so I've been playing Cyberpunk 2 or Cyberpunk 2077. You mentioned, yeah. Uh, it has this thing. It's really cool. It's called ray tracing. Woo!
Yeah, ray tracing is pretty awesome for those who can do it.
Right. So I'm like, wow, this is a whole new world. The lights, it's pretty awesome. So been enjoying that. I'm doing a Johnny Silverhands kind of build, pistols and running around and doing Johnny-esque oriented quests. So that's been fun. I've been playing that for a while now, just going through that. I haven't finished up the DLC yet. What was
Yeah,
that
me
called?
neither. I keep getting stuck on side quests.
Yeah, exactly. So it's there. I started it. It's going, but I'll get back to it eventually. Um, and then I'll mention something that I am looking forward to, a game, and because I bought the PC 5 years ago, looking forward to playing Cyberpunk 2077, Starfield, and another game called Bloodlines 2.
Yes. Yes.
And apparently Bloodlines 2 is coming out next month. So
Yes.
is it going to be amazing? I'm keeping realistic expectations. Will
Definitely
it
be
be fun?
realistic.
I think yeah, oh yeah. Everybody keep their expectations realistic on this game. But it could be fun. So
I
Was it-
yeah.
think it's going to be great. I'm so excited. It's funny. I just dug out my original Bloodlines disc when I was cleaning some stuff in the other room, and I'm like, I found my old disc and the guide and stuff. I'm like, oh, Bloodlines, can't wait. But yeah, Chinese room making it looks like it's more story based now. I think we talked about it a few weeks ago, and I'm really looking forward to that one too. Graphically, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's going to push that card much, but I mean, it looks like it's going to have good graphics. I just don't know that it's going to be great. But man, we have Borderlands 4 coming out in a couple weeks too. I know Ray said he might wait on that, but I'm still
Yeah.
definitely going to check it out.
I'll probably wait on that one and Outer Worlds too.
Hmm. Oh, I mean, I can't imagine waiting on Outer Worlds too. Well, except that we'll probably be starting New Vegas around that time, but we'll see.
So, Steve, I'm a little confused as to timeline on that game. Was it supposed to come out 5 years ago?
Oh, dude, it's been in production hell forever
For 5
and gone
years.
through
Holy shit,
multiple
wow.
companies. I don't know, like
7 to 8
seriously,
years.
yeah.
7 to 8 years.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
And
It's-
different companies have done it. It's been handed over. So
Yeah.
Dude,
It was,
that's why you
Paradox had
gotta. Your expectations have to be low if you've had that many thumbs in a pie. Yuck.
But Chinese Room is a good developer. They've done some good stuff. There have been previews out there that look pretty good. Like, I think it just might be, it's not the original RPG we thought it would be, and it might be a little bit less freedom of choice like the original Bloodlines had, which we thought would be cool, but for whatever reason, after like 4 or 5 years, Paradox fired the studio and gave it to somebody else. But yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Keeping it realistic is where I'm keeping my or not keeping my expectations realistic, is in that it's not going to be a Bethesda open world game. It's not going to be on that scale, I don't think.
Right, exactly. No.
So no, it'll be a little more. Yeah, I don't know how it'll be linear, but in some way it'll be more linear, I think.
I just hope we get all 6 clans. Not to get into that drama here, but it's launching with 4. Then they
Totally.
said there'd be 2 as day 1 DLC, and of course people
Yeah.
love day 1 DLC. They got to pay an extra $20-$30 to get the entire game, and so that's caused a backlash. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. And no Nosferatu. Why are they always Nosferatu? Why aren't they ever Yasferatu? Anyways,
Oh,
so
because
look at-
Yasrashi would be a little too glamorous, and that's not their thing.
Yeah. And there's a huge amount of lore behind the whole World of Darkness vampire world, and so people they can't put all that into a video game because.
Quick recommendation for you, Steve. Have you played any of the of New York story-based vampire games? Shadows of New York, Coteries of New York.
No.
Okay, it's they were smaller indie games. It's half graphic novel, half adventure, but they're not bad. They're not bad. You can play them in 5 to 8 hours each.
Oh, cool.
Just a little recommendation.
Put that down. But yeah, so I was looking forward to Bloodlines 2 5 years ago when I built this computer, and then it didn't happen.
It was
So
close
what I
enough
do now is
to release that they released specifications so that people could start, prepping their systems. Wow.
But really, so what I do now is I get a brand new video card to play a 10-year-old game. So I've been playing a lot
Nice.
of Fallout 4.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. We finally got there.
Well, do you ever run into the opposite problem where, oh shit, my card is too new, I can't play my old games anymore? Does that ever happen?
No.
It doesn't? Okay. We have a
Not
couple.
unless you're trying to play Ultima or something. You got to
I don't
run
know.
most slow.
We have a couple of computers at work that we don't throw away because it has a program that won't run on modern
Oh.
computers. You know what I mean? It's
I
like-
remember having to run a few mods to run Fallout 3 or New Vegas to make it
Yeah.
work on my PC. When I don't know how, I don't really have them installed right now, so I remember there was a few steps though to make
Yeah,
it
no,
work.
they took work, especially while the Windows,
Yeah.
what was it? Live for Windows, games for Windows Live.
Yes.
That was it. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to partition
So
hard drives and bullshit. It sucks. Trying to run a game on a Mac is a nightmare.
It
Oh,
really
totally.
is.
Oh, that's a mess. So yeah, I made a mod collection. I thought I'd throw together, I just installed
nice.
my mods.
Your
I
own
started out
mod
going-
collection.
Yeah, why not, right? It's easy. And really the way I did it was I just went to go install Sim Settlements 2 because that was what I wanted to play. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just install that. Maybe I'll just install a couple other mods. 237 mods
There you
later,
go.
I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So it's not curated. There's a lot of
You
stuff
mean
in there.
Your load order isn't perfect? Come on.
It's a little crazy, and I haven't played I haven't even gotten to the Institute or anything. I called it Pip-Boy Steve's Wild Ride, so I exported my list.
When I just opened that URL, it opened up Nexus Mods, Fallout 4 Collections, Spankin, SP4 NKN, Spankin. Is that the URL?
What?
I think maybe it's typed wrong. I'm kidding. This page doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
You might need to add the link. Did you get the same one, Ray, if you tried opening it?
I haven't tried yet.
Yeah, worked for me. Maybe I should have tested that. I just published it from Vortex. You just post it and go make a collection, and you put it up there.
Oh, it worked when I posted it in Discord. I just get
Oh,
the page
did it?
doesn't exist when I go there.
Oh, cool.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't like me. Maybe I need to log in. That's why. Then I can get
Log
spanking.
in. Come on.
Yeah, totally. Put it in Discord.
But check out that URL. Check it out. It says, I'm not joking. It says spanking. Just take a look at it.
Oh, I love your art. Toad's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah, you got it. So yeah, Pip-Boy Steve's Wild Ride. Because it's got it. I like.
I went to Discord and
installed
clicked the link, and now it doesn't work again. All right, sorry. Never mind. I'm distracted.
But so awesome. So you're playing Fallout 4. You put together your own mod collection.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I mean, because we all decide and pick and choose our mods, but you got something you really like. Why not share? I mean, you've turned me on to a number of mods over the years. You know, obviously Pipsy was a big one, but there have been plenty of others that you recommended that I ended up incorporating
Yeah,
quite
I'm
often.
enjoying Pipsy. I put Pipsy on there, and of course the mysterious BIG.
Mhm.
But
Love the BIG.
I really wanted to play Sim Settlements too, the whole storyline. I never played the third chapter. I've only played the first 2 chapters of it, and so I'm in there doing that, and so I'm with you on kind of the survival. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a survival guy, right? So now I'm got to do survival coming out of the vault, and but I made it so hard. I couldn't get anywhere. I spent the first 10 hours in Sanctuary. I couldn't get out of Sanctuary. Every time I got out, I died, like constantly, just over and over and over and over again.
Like the dog, or the mole rats trying to get over to dog meat. Like what?
Yeah, seriously. Well, because okay, so one of the things I installed was this AI mod, and so it like gives all the mobs or monsters or whatever better awareness of the map, and so they can see you from a distance. And so like I would get close to where the red rocket is with dog meat, and the blood bug on the Brahmin down the road would detect that I was up there and
Oh,
come
right, that
at
far
me.
away. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so then, but then, you know, everything else is detecting you from that far away. So yeah, and the difficulty was cranked up, and so it was just so
Andrew,
hard
that
for
would be
me.
at least a whole cell away to continue last week's discussion. A cell, or maybe even 2 cells away. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how does it affect like how much the perception is now? So it just sort of amplifies it. So ghouls who already have like an incredibly high perception now, like when you wake up in Sanctuary, they can see you from Bedford Station. Basically, they're like, "Oh, hey, Steve's awake. Let's go get him." We're 14
they
cells
can detect
away,
you
and we'll
from,
go get him.
yeah. Maybe not that far, but yeah, it's kind of annoying in a way, but in an awesomely annoying way. Like you're cruising, you're trying to get, you're headed towards Hangman's Alley, right? You get past the brewery,
Oh my god.
and you're cruising along the coastline.
There's so
there,
much
right? 'Cause
traffic
you're
down
gonna,
there. Oh jeez.
yeah, but people across the river notice you and
Oh
start
fuck.
shooting at you.
Oh no.
Bing, bing, bing.
Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
I was at the St. Charles Amphitheater, and the legendary dude on top of the building across the way, that you have to take the, what do you call it, like the monorail thing, the over to it to get to him. He started shooting at me, and I'm over at the St. Charles Amphitheater, talking with the weirdos, and they're and they enter in combat. So it's, if you can see them, they can see you.
That's pretty impressive. So you've got your draw distance up, you've got your rendering up. So you're continuing to play that way, or have you turned it down a little? I assume.
I turned down survival. I went to play on easy mode, or not as easy, but easy. So that's what I did. I still run across difficult fights though. Like I cranked up the super mutants. They're almost nearly impossible to kill. Oh, stupid super mutants. Yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with that. And some quality of life ones in there, graphics and stuff. So I've been having a lot of fun with Fallout. I'm probably gonna do the Minutemen, I think.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make sure that those settlements are really beefed up on security, because you don't want to have to
They'll all die.
walk all the way back to the settlement to
Help
help
'em.
them in a fight.
No, no. But yeah, the world is kind of crazy. It does attract stuff from forever, but I'm just letting it play out how
So-
it goes.
What does happen if you don't like help them? Because I got a notification and I was on the other fucking side of the map, and the Taffington, it's like, people at Taffington need your help, and I'm like, well, I guess they're better, roll up their sleeves and get to it, because I'm on, there's no way I could get there in time. So what happens if you just ignore them and go back? Do you have to do their like recruit me quest again or something, or are they just angry at you, scold you, or what? Are they dead? They can't die, can they?
I don't think they die, but they do. They will quit. They'll quit the minute.
Can you re-recruit them again, or are they done once you lose them?
I'm sure you could probably re-recruit them.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
somebody
that's if they,
that actually does settlements would have to answer those questions.
Oh yeah, right.
is that what
It's
you're
a
saying?
foreign
Is
land
if you
array.
ignore their requests for help?
Yeah, because you always get that little triangle notification. Oh, hey, we need your help. Or I guess that's
Yeah.
just for when their defense isn't. They have more resources than defense or something like that. I don't remember when you get the little triangle, but then like you get the notification. Oh, hey, they're under attack. And if you ignore that even longer, like what happens? Ray says they'll leave the Minutemen, but I was just curious if you could get them back.
Yeah, Clint says no.
You can't get them back.
Yeah,
Really?
they're done.
So then so here's the new playthrough, right? You go recruit them all, and you don't go rescue any of them, but then you go do the Nuka world, and you become the Raider guys, and you come back and say, fuck you guys. And you get them all back, right?
Take over.
The other way.
Make Preston hate you.
Yeah. So you get the enjoyment of not only Ray getting every settlement once, but twice. There you go.
Actually, I should change that, because Preston can't hate you if he's still in the museum. And so for that playthrough, you don't even get Preston. You just get the settlements first.
Every other settlement. Ooh. What that'd be fun too, to go do that Raider playthrough without ever opening up the Minutemen stuff. Because you can still get all the settlements without Minutemen stuff. So, that'd be interesting too. I've never actually done the thing where you come attack your own settlements, because I always felt like, fuck, I just spent all the time getting them.
I've never not saved Preston, because I'm not a monster. No.
I'm not a monster.
It takes a little forethought in how you want to lay out the Commonwealth when you take it as a raider, because of the way you have vassal settlements and the raider settlements, and you need to, if you want to, you don't have to, you can just ignore it and I'm sure it'll be fine. But when I did it, I set up like certain settlements with like 100 food before I turned them into a vassal settlement, so that I knew that they were gonna feed my raider settlement appropriately. Because if you only did it with like 6 food, it's like, oh great, I'm sending them 6 food.
That whole system is so different.
But if you beef it up, like and throw like 100 or more food down, then it'll feed multiple settlements.
Yeah, those are all foreign terms. I don't know if I've ever done the Raider settlement system, now that you mention it.
Yeah, Steve, you went pretty hardcore in your survival mode playthrough last time we did this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't go to the Institute. I did do some of the other, but I mainly focused on the Raiders. Yeah, with Zenith.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a few years ago.
Yeah, it was actually it was
God,
only
was it really?
a little over a year ago. That we actually know our Fallout, because Starfield turns 2 tomorrow. So our Fallout 4 playthrough finished a month after our survival playthrough finished a month after it came out. So it's been almost 2. I think I figured out why I can't see your mod collection. Did you make it mature rated, Steve? Is it too mature?
Yes.
Is it for?
It is.
Nexus thinks I'm too young. It's like, no, no, you cannot see this. I'm searching Steve. It's like, you want Steve the Rad Roach? Do you want Steve the Vault Tech Rat? But it will not show me Steve's wild ride. I'm not tall enough for the ride.
Yeah, there's definitely some adult in there. But, you know,
That must
it's
be
all
why.
equal opportunity. So
I didn't know Nexus had instituted that, but I guess it makes sense. I'll have to get that fixed. They're making us upload our ID too many places right now. That's a whole tangent.
mhm.
But come on, I don't want to have to prove. Like, I've had my Nexus account for over 10 years. I'm probably not only 10.
Yeah, you are 10 years old now. You signed up when you were an infant. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
So yeah, it's fun, and then I can just do it. So that's just that's just the mod collection for now, right?
Did Biggie make
You
the
change
cut?
it. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Can't play without Biggie.
No, no.
Baby.
Can't play without Biggie. And a few like the bleachers, a Fen, Sheriff. That's a big quest mod that people have been playing.
Sheriff. Haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, that's PC only.
Well,
Ah,
maybe that's
yeah.
why. All right. Any other gameplay stuff there, Steve, you want to mention? If not, you can feel free to hop in on our conversation as we roll over and see what Ray has been getting into this week. Ray, did you have a chance playing video games, sir?
Yes, I did. I was in deep on Cyberpunk. You know, I'm running 5 characters concurrently now.
Oh, good lord.
So yeah, just playing with all the different build mechanics. So that's been keeping me busy. But then on, I think it was Wednesday, the No Man's Sky expedition hit, and so
Yeah, you were looking forward to that last week.
yeah. So now I've been through it 3 times.
Oh, good lord.
Well, I mean, it's been a couple of days, so. But yeah, I mean, that's still just such a fantastic addition to the game, and the build community is just going haywire. I mean, there's just some crazy stuff coming out. It's like,
Really impressive.
I just slap a couple of pieces together just enough to get it to fly. And these people are making, all these, wild and crazy contraptions. Somebody did the noodle boat from Fifth Element, and
Yep.
so that looks really cool. But yeah, it's a fun expedition. It introduces you to the new mechanics, which is really the what they're designed to do. So you get you get to do a spacewalk where you can buzz around in zero gravity. You do a skydive where you have to skydive for 60 seconds. And so you just barely break the atmosphere of a planet, and then you jump out the back of your ship. And the key to that one is that you don't use your jetpack until you get to the ground, so that you don't accidentally run out and go smashing to the ground.
Like how close to the ground are you starting to deploy that thing?
I start probably, maybe 25, 30 feet.
Because it'll take some to get you, to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, not too much. They're pretty good about that. But
I'm taking a look at some of these ships right now, Ray, and have you seen Homer Simpson that someone did? Like they're just
I
going
didn't-
wild.
I
I'm
didn't see
going to
a-
drop that one in
Thomas the
Discord.
Tank Engine, of course, was one of the early ones. But
It's just wild what they can do. That's
Yeah.
just wow.
and then so I was determined to see what the maxed out gamma gun build would look like. And so I magically got to level 28 so that I could take science 3, and then I magically got a poisoner's modded gamma gun, which in retrospect there's better there's better legendary effects than poisoners. Poisoner just gives you all of the different damage effects, but it only does three damage per second, so it's really not that big a deal. But when you add the antenna to the gun, it really really does just make it absolutely insane. So it does 43 ballistic damage, but I think that's the telekinetic damage. It does 3 poison, 79 electrical, and 39 radiation.
What does telekinetic damage do? Like chaos or fury type effect, something like that, or what?
Well, I mean, it depends on how squishy you are. If you're a robot, it just knocks you around and knocks parts off. But if you're a human, it blows
Makes your brain explode?
Your head, your arms, your legs. Anything that comes off.
Oh, it's bloody mess.
Yeah, well,
okay.
You have bloody mess in your loadout for sure. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, this thing is too strong for people. It's too strong for super mutants and ghouls. What can I do? So I went over to Swan's Pond, and so it's got an 8-round clip, and I unloaded the 8 rounds into him, and he died. I think I may have missed a couple of times.
How? Isn't there like cone of influence like?
It's really kind of weird. So it does have this, the little donut, the smoke ring that comes out of it, but if you don't hit them dead center, it doesn't really work. Now it'll blow them through cover. So if they're behind a wooden fence or something like that, it'll shred them through the fence. But you do have to hit them pretty direct. And I will say that you do not want to use this if anybody gets closer than about 10 feet.
Because it'll hurt you?
Flashback?
Yeah. Even if there's no structure around you, you're in an open grass field and somebody comes running towards you, the reflection of the damage off of them is enough to take out almost all your health.
Even without the refractor perk?
I don't have refractor.
So, wow,
say
good lord.
Refractor. Oh, yeah. It protects against energy, but this is like a weird
radiation too.
kinetic
Yeah, this
energy.
I was going to say it's kind of a proof of the build that you could take out Swan that fast because Swan's immune to radiation damage. And he also has good DR and he has good energy resistance. He got a lot of defense. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. But proof of concept, yes, you become very strong. The road to get there is not fun.
The worst.
And,
Well,
you know,
it kind of sounds like you just open your command console and punch stuff in, and then poof, you magically have it.
yeah, that's what
that would be
happened.
right.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to grind the last,
The last bit, yeah.
7 levels.
But, I mean, you got mostly there manually.
Yeah, I got
you
to
worked
level
most of it.
21.
Hmm.
So none of it was using the intended weaponry. So, but yeah, it was interesting, and now it's done.
And did you find a legendary gamma gun
No,
to go with
no,
it?
I never found one. Just made one.
Just made one.
Yeah, it's
And when you say
which I mean, it was a lot of work to make it because you got to drop the thing on the ground, then you have to enter the console command, click on the weapon so that it becomes the active block. Then you have to type in the code to get the legendary effect applied to it. Then you got to close the console and then pick the thing up.
you're right, that's way harder.
Yeah, that's how we do it on Xbox too, right, Andrew? Just like that.
Yeah, I find it in the cushions on my couch.
On my Zenith, that Raider character who was taking over the Commonwealth, she had a frenzied gamma gun that I put the Lorenzo's mod on. So
And frenzied makes them attack each other, that sort of thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty great.
but really you just blow them up because you're shooting them with this
Gamma,
cone
yeah.
of weird energy.
Cone of radiation, it makes their cells jump apart.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That is super fun, though. So, well, hey, you're done
Yeah.
with that now. So, are you done with Fallout 4 for a while after this, Ray?
I'm not if I come up with another idea.
Of course. Or we come up with another idea for you.
Or yeah, somebody else
thinking,
comes
kids.
up with it.
You said you had like 5 simultaneous characters in
In
was that
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk you were talking about?
Hmm.
Like, how many on average do you have in whatever game you're interested in at the time? Like,
It's
you seem to be playing multiple
usually-
games and have multiple playthroughs in each game going.
Yeah. Well, in No Man's Sky, it was only 3 characters
Only.
that I took through the expedition. I have more that I could, but at this point probably won't.
You can do it on multiple characters, but can you do it twice on the same character?
No,
Okay.
you can only do it one time per character.
And then occasionally they re-release them or something. You were saying.
Yeah. The redo at the end of the year, you can take a character that has already been through the original, and you can take them through the redo. So, and the main reason to take your experienced characters through is to collect loot. So every expedition you get backpack expansions, ship expansions, and multi-tool expansions as rewards, plus all kinds of tech and stuff like that. And so you can save those and not use them during the expedition, and then bring them back when you're done, to enhance that character after the fact. So,
And why is it beneficial that you would do it after the fact instead of use it right away?
well, because everything that happens in the expedition stays in the expedition.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get it.
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
It's like Vegas, right?
We don't First rule about expeditions: don't talk about expeditions.
Right on.
So it's it's just it's a lot of fun. So
Sweet. You ran into Lazarus this week before you said goodbye for a little while? Not
no,
Lazarus. What's his name?
Lorenzo
That's what I
had to
meant.
die
Oh, to get the gun, you have to kill him.
to
right.
get the
And that was the big difference because
the artifact.
usually you save him, and that was the big switch in the.
Yep.
Okay, right.
Yeah, because I love running into him in the world after after I rescue him.
I know you've told me
He's
before,
a
but
nut.
what happens? He says does it give you more?
Well, so you can
serum or
always go
something?
back to him and get more serum.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like his
Um,
vampire thrall drinking his blood.
Yeah,
Can you track him down, or is he just kind of wandering around?
he's just well. You can go to the manor.
Oh, the manor to do. Okay.
and he'll be there. But if you are just out in the world, you'll see somebody in a long coat and a strange headgear, and he's always examining dead bodies.
Oh, yum.
And so you go up to him and he goes, "It's so fascinating. There's so much data available in this world. It's amazing, what you can learn from these corpses." And I'm like, "Hey,
Sorry,
have fun. Keep it up.
so
I'm
like a-
sure you didn't do this."
It's like a
You just
Dr.
found him that
Frankenstein
way.
connection or anything to Lorenzo. Is
No.
that a literary reference? Lorenzo, is that to
No, not that I know of.
Anything?
He's he's more Stargate. He's discovered technology in an ancient ruin. That is obviously alien and non-human.
Where was that?
I think it was somewhere in the Middle East.
Okay.
He was on an expedition and he found the crown and he put it on, and all of a sudden it started changing him.
Yep. And the Cabot family, there aren't any real like occult references, but they are a real old Boston family. Like the Cabot family has a long political lineage in Boston. One of the big families. I mean, not like Sam Adams big, but one of them. So
Oh,
that's kind of a
so
real
Like
thing.
So
the
the-
Winchesters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like 400 years old.
So the
With
underlying
the Brahmin accent.
the underlying theme there is that Lorenzo has this artifact which has helped make his family influential or whatever. And
Well, so what happens is that they draw blood from him, and that's what they make the mysterious serum out of. And then they take the mysterious serum, and that's why they've all stayed young. And
emoji,
if
etc.
when you go to look for the sister, she's really old looking
Because she hasn't had the serum.
because she's been off the
It's
serum.
been wearing off.
And so then after you get her to come back and she serums up again, she's all young looking when you see her the next time. Of course, for me, the next time I see her is usually when, I've freed her dad and he's about to kill everybody. So,
Poor Imogene. Oh,
I mean, yeah, maybe he's a little psychotic, but I mean, they kept him imprisoned for hundreds of years.
it was
just
for his own good
living
too.
off of his blood,
Yeah.
So
It's an ethical quandary. I mean, if the
Well-
patriarch of your family went insane, would you lock them up and drink their blood to stay young, or would you not? I don't know.
yeah.
maybe he's the only sane one.
Well, and the thing is that who says he's insane?
Yeah.
Only Jack.
It's true. It's true.
And when you talk to him in the world, he seems perfectly fine.
Maybe a bit, sociopathic, and he focused on examining dead bodies for data. But
Well, but he's not. I mean, how different is he from any doctor?
it's true.
He's very fashionable. He takes care of himself.
Oh, yeah, and he speaks very proper and
Mhm.
has interesting insight. I love the guy. He's probably one of my favorite characters in the whole game.
Chad is like, everyone needs a hobby, says Lee, and Clint says just a little eccentric. Yeah. It's a good hobby.
Yeah.
I always
So-
the first time I played that quest, I always thought it was the greatest tragedy that that helmet is not the quest reward item.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw it. I was like, oh, this looks like the most badass thing ever. And so your options are going to be the gun or the helmet, and so you choose the one to go with the helmet, and then you don't get the helmet.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it! What?
Unless you play Fallout London.
You get it in London? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Do you find it in a museum or something?
It doesn't give you any special powers. but
Oh, I just thought it looked
it's
cool. I
sweet
don't
looking,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is that design based off of? Is that like some old Sumerian helmet or something like that? It's very cool.
I honestly don't know. Yeah, it's just, you see some of those old English occult kind of hats like that, and, they're big and they have the diadems and the feathers and just weirdness. So I think it's in that tradition, but I don't know if it's a reference to anything in particular.
Gozerian.
Oh, totally Gozerian. There are a lot of hats like that in Doctor Who, so that's the first thing I think of.
Are you the keymaster?
Yeah, so that pretty much occupied all my gameplay this week.
It almost looks like a high elf crown or something from Skyrim. Or maybe something dwarven almost, except it's got too much like curves or something to it. That's a really neat helmet. So
it's
can
supposed to be Egyptian.
Egyptian, okay. So Ray, I bet you can console command that onto your head though, right?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Neat.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
So I wonder if the powers are connected to Lorenzo or the helmet in the script of the game. So if you took it off his head, if you get it automatically, or if it's really actually just.
Yeah, it would be. It's those are going to be attributes that, applied to him.
Him, not the
Not the yeah.
So what about like?
And it's definitely a standalone asset because they grabbed it for Fallout London.
Okay. And who's the guy in Nuka World? Like begins with a G, not Gale, but something.
Gage.
He has an eye patch that I've always read about, like stats are like. So you should just like get all the clothing items that you're not allowed to access. Have like Gage's eye patch and Lorenzo's
Porter
helmet
Gage.
and all the rip that eyeball out of Gage. The eyeball should be gone all right. Yeah. So
As far as Raiders go.
as far as Raiders go, he's not too bad. He gives you a sport gun.
Yeah.
He's no red eye, but he's pretty cool.
He makes an alright companion, follower, whatever they are in Fallout 4.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and in Fallout 76,
oh, you playing that?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, attaboy.
Oh,
I didn't install it. I didn't.
Y'all
play
are a bunch of big teases.
Got Jess all excited to chat some fishing.
What?
Gone fishing. All right, Ray. Any other gameplay you want to mention there, bud?
No, that was it for me.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much. We'll turn our attention to Jess and see what you've been getting into this week. Had a chance to play any games?
So I have not gamed much again. I know it's a trend. It's like the last month or so I haven't been playing a lot. I actually sprained my hand. I was telling Ray pre-show, I sprained my hand earlier, and I can use the controller, but it's not super comfortable right now. So I've been kind of resting it and not gaming much. I only played a little bit of Gears, and I did get into 76, of course. Had to see the new build system in person. Start the scoreboard a little bit, but I don't have anything special to report there. We'll talk more in the bits about what's going on with the game. But overall, build menu improvements are pretty fantastic. Some things aren't working quite like we'd expect or hope, but it's a big improvement. It's the classic Bethesda update. A few steps forward, a few unexpected bugs back. And, usually after any big update, there's a hot fix, a week or 3 later, to fix something. So we'll see what happens there. And like I said, we'll get into it a bit in the bits. But that was most of my gameplay this week. I got nothing to share. I've just been happy to talk all this stuff with you. But in doing stuff around the house, cleaning, I have done some pretty cool spelunking, and I found some pretty cool old games. I got all my old games unpacked and organized now and stuff like that. And I even found, I was telling Ray this too, I found a bonus keyboard and mouse. I got like this kick-ass Razer gaming keyboard and Razer gaming mouse I didn't even know I had. So we putting that for a spin too, huh?
When you first said you found a Razer, I was like, you found an old Motorola flip phone? It's like, good for you.
Oh my God. No, I do still have I have one of my flip phones though. Like, yeah, my oldest phone is still a flip phone.
Of course you do, because those things are built like tech. My wife literally drove over her Motorola Razr, picked it up, and made a phone call. Like, those things are
I had a pink
beasts.
Sony flip phone. But when I was going through stuff, so I was going through all my tech because I've been just organizing up a storm. I lined up my Windows phone, so I've got like my 2 Windows phones, which, yeah, Windows Phone was the best phone. I'm sorry I fed anybody. Windows Phone is the best, better than Android, better than Apple, any of that iPhone stuff. At the time, I realized that they're much better now, but I'm just saying, if they had stuck with it, it could have been awesome. But I've got like my little Nokia, and I've got my Samsung 7, and I've got my Surface, and yeah, all these old phones lined up. I have a lot of old phones that don't work.
I was going to say, what do you do with your old tech? You just keep it around?
I feel like they need recycled. That's part of the whole organizing. Yeah, let's just go in there cycling. CDs, too. Anybody still have a CD player? Any of y'all still listen to CDs over MP3s or anything?
It's just because I sort of resurrected it. I found my old collection and sort of like rebuilt this. But like, it's not like I was listening to CDs this whole time. I totally abandoned them like
but you still have
15
some,
years
right?
ago. But yeah, I dug out my collection. And you look at those things, and like they're like flaking off and shit. So if you do have CDs at home, kids, that you haven't touched in a long ass time, get that shit ripped and preserved, or else that shit's gonna flake off, and you're gonna lose all your music.
I've
from
got
the
the same
90s.
thing with some tapes and stuff. Yeah, so they're there for ripping. So I rip most of my CDs, and I haven't had many CDs the last 15 years or so. Like by 2010, I had sold most of them and stuff. But I still have over like 200, which I know you're like, oh, that's a lot, but no, I had almost 1,000 in my collection. I had a lot.
Wow.
So I was going through and deciding what I want to keep and not, because this is both mine and James, and I'm not into some of that music, and so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna rip some of the rest of the stuff, and I might, donate and give away all
let it go.
Yeah. Like, I mean, how many Alan Parsons CDs does one person need, right?
All of them.
Don't tell him I said that now.
And I need the cassette and the CD and on vinyl. And how many albums do I have like that? Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm weeding it down. I'm going to rip the rest, and I think I'm going to finally, because I don't even have a way to play them besides putting them in the Xbox.
Do you have Chicago 1, Chicago 2, Chicago 3,
yes.
Chicago 4,
I
Chicago 5?
I stopped counting. Oh, goodness. But no, there is Chicago in there. But yeah, so just, going through that. But it's fun seeing old games and trying to figure out the oldest game I still have is a PC game from like 92. It's an old Xanth adventure game. I have some that are older, but they're not still in the original cases. But yeah. You deciding like what you want to keep, what you want to get rid of, that's hard, right? Because so many of us, I mean, we're all into tech, various types of tech, and obviously games and such. And I love the history of it. You kind of want to hold on to that, but then also like, what's the point? So
I don't know,
hard decision.
It's like that summer I was working at our college radio station, and I was so bored that you start digging in the back of the closet, and I dug out the reel-to-reel player and all the X-1 and Dragnet reel-to-reel shows from like the 50s or whatever, and it's just like, all right, that's what we're doing this summer, kids. We're just listening to reels all summer long. That's ready.
Awesome. That is awesome.
I think the oldest one that I've kept, it isn't that old, but it's just Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Ooh, but you still have the box and everything for that? That's cool.
No, I have the disc. I guess I don't have the box.
That was my sadness with Bloodlines, like I was mentioning. I found the Bloodlines. It's got the case and a little folded map thing, but I don't have the box.
I remember the last game I bought that was a physical copy, and that was actually Fallout 4.
Yay!
Ooh.
I got a
That was the
physical
last one
copy
I
of that.
intentionally bought, but I got pack-ins. I got like Angry Dad
That's a little-
Simulator with my PS5, and I got Gears of War
Yeah.
5 with
And
an
I've
Xbox.
actually ended up buying Fallout 4 at least one other time since then. So
Oh yeah, Fallout 4 is for buying.
twice probably, but not as many as Skyrim.
We'll get
They haven't released
there
as many
one day.
editions
Don't
yet.
worry, buddy. We'll get there one
Exactly.
day.
But anyway, that's it. That's my gameplay. 76, a little Gears, and I kind of hurt my hand, and I've got other stuff to do, so that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing.
Before we move away from your gameplay too much, I was just going to ask, you mentioned you hurt your hand.
Yeah.
There has to be a whole huge market for special accessibility. How do people without hands play video games? Use their eyes? Mouth? Somehow? What do
Eyes,
they do?
mouth. There are a couple things. I know one guy that I talk to occasionally who does. He plays with his mouth. He's got a special breath and controller. He can move with his lip and breathe certain ways to help
Nice.
control.
That's
Accessibility is a huge thing. So Microsoft has special controllers with a bunch of different adapters for all kinds of different accessible things. But there's a group called Able Gamers, which I don't know if you've heard of or not, but they do accessibility
that sounds
consulting and
familiar.
yep. Steven Spahn works with them and works on coming up with things to help people with various needs. How can we help them play games? What do they need to do it? And so that's why these kind of customizable, adaptable controllers can be really useful. Which I certainly don't need. The hand's gonna get better, but
No, I just was thinking, oh, she can't play. Well, how do people without hands play? It's like,
Right.
are there eyeball directional things too? Like I've seen a lot of tech with that recently, where if you look at stuff and it controls stuff somehow.
I don't know. Have either of you seen that, Ray or Steve? Like there's one girl whose YouTube videos I watch a bit, Kala, and she uses her feet for a lot of her gameplay
Oh, that's
because
awesome.
she has some trouble with mobility. But eyes, I don't know.
Cool. Alrighty.
No, I assume it's getting better and better every year though. If not affordable for
What's
most
the
people.
Neuralink?
Yeah, come down
right?
price too, right?
Oh, Neuralink.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna think our games soon. It'll be like NeuroAmps and Starfield.
Totally. They're trying to work on it. Although we know from Cyberpunk what happens when you put strange chips into your head.
Mm-hmm.
You get Keanu Reeves as your best bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, that
This is
sounds
not an
pretty sweet.
argument necessarily.
Yeah, totally.
But no, what have you been playing, Andrew? I think you've got some Fallout in you, right?
I got a little bit of Fallout here, but Steve, before we moved on, I just wanted to ask you if you'd played Castles recently, or if that was
I have
fallen by
right
the
now
wayside.
what I like to refer to as Schrodinger's castles.
Oh, okay.
The last I played, my castle was thriving and was, I had a ruler. It was like my third or fourth ruler that had gotten to 100 or something like that.
Wow. Didn't know they'd live that long.
Population, good population, a lot of the generating, what do you call them, workshops were leveled out. It wasn't fully, but there's more to go. But in general, it was humming along, efficient. It was a very efficient castle. It was, and then I cold turkey stopped playing one day, and I've never opened it since. And until I open it, that castle is still going strong.
Still going strong. The
Sounds
chaos
like
is
you and
now
Andrew's
happening
shelter.
behind the scenes.
That was like 3 or 4 months ago. I don't know. So,
Yeah. I had a sort of a similar experience where, I was doing that thing where I was trying to install a ruler as young as possible because you get more benefits the more years the ruler is on the throne. So I was trying to get
Yes.
I was trying to get a baby on the throne,
Right.
And then I as soon as I accomplished that, quit playing. And then just opened it a couple of months later, and it was the announcement of his death, and you need to replace him, and he had lived 92 years and stuff like that. I was like, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
been a while since I logged in. Jeez.
But in order to get the rewards, you have to log in every day.
Every day.
And for
yeah.
people that don't know, at 1 day is 1 year in your subjects' lives. And so if I haven't played the game for 100
Yeah, you've been off
days,
for
which
4
I
months
know
or
it's
3
well
or 4
over
months.
that, everyone is dead.
Yeah.
But until I open it up, it's Schrodinger's Castle. So yeah,
There
no,
you
I
go.
played it out. It was good, fun. I played it and then I stopped playing it.
I keep thinking about it. I keep wanting them to release an Xbox version because I just want it on a bigger screen. And my wife and my son have an iPad, but I don't have an iPad, so I was just like, I don't know. My phone's too small.
What would
I
get
want to
me
play it
playing
bigger.
again is if they released like a dungeon DLC or whatever expansion for it,
Oh,
so that you
yeah.
could build it down
Build
into
down.
the
Yeah,
ground
that'd be sweet.
and make some sort of dungeon expansion. But as far as I know, I haven't been paying any attention, but there's
Yeah.
nothing on the horizon. So
I think it's lame that they limit you to just one castle. I always wanted to be able, like Shelter.
Mhm.
I always thought it was lame that they limited you to 3. Like I would have had 50 shelters going at once. Like, why limit me to one castle? Damn it, that's so stupid. I hate that. And then 2, like, I was trying to read. Like, I was like, oh, I want to reset and restart. So I was like, okay, how do I do that? And like, you can't do it in the options. So I'm like trying to restart. You go online. You have to like do some crazy shit with your account to reset your castle back to like your castle is just ongoing forever. Like even
Yeah.
what happens if ever you come back and everyone's dead? You just more random people
think-
start showing up to the door and you just kind of restart.
yeah. I believe
Interesting.
that is
Okay.
what happens. Is like somewhere between 5 to 10 people will show up, and then from there you can I don't
Start
even
picking
remember
and
how it works.
choosing
What
and
do you
where they
do?
go.
Sometimes you
Okay.
summon or sometimes you buy them through the shop with the gems you earn, so you
Right.
can like buy
Yeah.
characters that have legendary traits, and
I just
so
thought it
you
was
can
silly you couldn't
populate that
restart
way.
and play different styles if you wanted to. You actually have to tear down and rebuild. You can't restart. It's weird.
It didn't I don't know. Somehow with Fallout Shelter there was at least like quests and storylines, but uh it just became a treadmill. It was
Yeah.
fun. It was a fun treadmill,
No, I
It's
totally
enjoyable.
enjoyed it for the time that I played it. It's just I keep thinking about it. I just want a bigger screen or something if I want to play it again or more. All right. Let's see. Oh, another, you guys mentioned Vegas a couple times. I think we're talking about the show and stuff. I've been seeing a lot about that dome thing that they're showing movies at, where they sort of reproduce the movies to be shown in the 3D field. You know what I mean? Like they just did Wizard of Oz. I think Wizard of Oz is on there right now, and it's like literal tornadoes going through the audience, and the wizards stuff swirling around your head and shit. Do you know that what I'm talking about? You guys seen that the
Yeah.
giant ass movie theater? I was just thinking, what movie in the past that you guys have seen would be worth actually making the trip to Vegas to see, and sort of a wraparound
Ooh,
most
special 360 theater.
most brilliant movie production you've ever seen. Like you'd be involved in the movie.
I mean, maybe something like Interstellar, something with some major
Ooh, that'd be
effects.
fun.
The Matrix.
Jaws.
Jaws. Oh, fuck that. You'd be swimming down in the ocean. Ugh. Ooh, Alien would be fun, Jess. Yeah? Yeah?
No, it would not.
actually in
no,
those
neither would
tunnels with it?
Predator. No.
I would love to see
Fury
the last
Road,
Ooh,
Oh, that's big,
Mad Max
exciting
Fury
movie.
Road.
that's
that'd be
kind of
sweet.
cool. Yeah.
I think I'd
Yeah,
love
but
to see the end sequence of Space Odyssey 2001, but I don't want to sit through the 3-hour movie just to
No,
see
that's
that
why
last
I feel like
sequence.
Interstellar. Rando says Event Horizon. Oh, definitely not
That's a
Twister.
scary
no,
ass movie.
not a good one.
Twisters, there you go. Yeah.
That would be fun, though. I mean, those 360 theaters can be neat. Like when you
Ooh.
do an experience like that, too, like a 3D experience, that's always fun.
I want to do Tron or something. That'd be sweet.
I mean, have you done them at Disney or Universal or anything? Because they do have some
No.
3D experience movie rides and stuff. Like, done it for Star Trek.
We did. Yeah, Universal. We went on a Kong ride that had lots of video aspect to it, but it was a little bit different. But yeah, it was pretty sweet. All right.
Speaking
yeah.
of Tron, I have realistic expectations, but there's that new Tron movie coming out.
I saw that
I'll
the other
watch
day.
that. It's got soundtrack by Nine Inch Nails. That's cool.
Yeah, I saw Trent
100%.
Reznor's working
Soundtrack.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, the soundtrack for the last Tron movie was by Daft Punk.
And it was really good. I mean, it was at least good.
So
Yeah.
this
That's
is a
cool.
fun trend.
I should see. I loved the original, but I haven't seen any of the. There's only been one sequel, right? Legacy, right? Or there's been more than one. I don't remember. Anyway, I haven't seen any of them, regardless. But that
there's
original
only
movie,
one
I was a
that
big
know
fan of.
Yeah. So this will be the third movie, right? Yeah.
I cannot believe they resurrected that.
Everything's resurrected.
Yep. All right, you guys. Let's see. I'll get into my gameplay a little bit. I've been playing Fallout 4. Still haven't really played anything else, and I just wanted to know. I met this shady dude at the corner, named Parker Quinn, and he sold me a charge card worth 100 caps for 110 caps because of his fee.
Wicked good deal.
Wicked good deal. So I know that this is like a total like scam or whatever, but I just leaned into it a little bit just because I wanted to see what the results are. What
are you talking about?
What
That's a legit enterprise.
Is a legit enterprise? Is there any payoff to this, or is it just sort of like a shady dude on the corner? Is there a quest involved or anything, or?
You can use the charge card again. Like you can bring it up somewhere else later, but some trivia about Parker Quinn and the charge card. So you know that he was voiced by Emil Pagliarulo.
Really?
Kind of the head writer, creative director with many of the games, since the Oblivion days.
That's
and he
funny.
actually he voiced that character and is made to look like him too, because he's from New England, so he's got the accent a bit. And yeah. So I just always thought that was funny. And he also, he uses the R word, which is, it was wicked common at the time in New England more than elsewhere. Whereas, people mostly avoid it.
It makes an awesome character. He's not a likable.
No,
guy
they didn't want to be likable. It
A
worked.
character, it's memorable.
Exactly. So I just always thought it was cool that that he voiced that character. And did you know that like his whole family has a bit of trivia here. Like all of his kids have voiced characters in the games, although some they're not credited. But even Aventus Aretino, I think, was done by his son Cullen. And can you imagine having
the little kid from the Dark Brotherhood?
Yeah, the kid from the Dark Brotherhood voicing the one trying to get someone killed. That's great. Just love it. He's cool.
That's very
one
funny.
place in Far Harbor takes the card.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. It was someplace, but I don't remember who you can convince.
So
that's just awesome.
Was that character added when Far Harbor was introduced then? Or?
No, he was part of the base game. They just wanted to do something with it. Brooks. Brooks in Far Harbor will cash it out for 100 caps with you. He's actually aware of it.
I thought you were going to tell me he'll cash it out for 75 caps on the dollar.
There you go.
Just like, it costs 110, it's worth 100, but he only gives you 90 for it. So good transaction, buddy. All right, so there's not a huge big quest. So I'm like, I was kind of hoping, ooh, what is this? This might be fun. I didn't know. Yeah, so I just got that card yesterday, I think, and I was just like, ooh, I forget what happens here. I have not started to deploy this plan, but I'm really gonna try to cut out the wiki out of playing because I'm way too reliant on where's this, let me Google it real quick and see. You know what I mean? Like, and I play this game so much that I should know this by now. You know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't have to Google where's the nearest chem bench to blah, 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 or whatever if I need to go craft something. So I'm going to try to limit myself to quit using the wiki, but I do have the Fallout 4 desktop, like the survival guide, and I want to start using that book because it's there, it's beautiful, it's awesome to read, and it is a great resource, and it has every bit of and more information than the wiki does. You know what I mean? So, like, it's actually probably a better resource. I should just use that more because it's tactile. Keep it in your hands, and it just feels good to turn pages of a real book. You know what I mean? I think it's just a neat guide too. I was just looking at my Skyrim and my Fallout guides the other day, and I was just like, I need to start using these. These are great.
I love
cool
those
things.
guides.
Yeah.
I do miss them. Some of them were fantastic. The Prima guides. The last big guide I got was the hardcover guide for Witcher 3. I've got it's really thick. It's hardcover. Technically, I have the one for 76 too, in the collector's edition
What?
I picked
There's
up.
a 76.
But I didn't use it.
I didn't realize there's a 76 Wasteland Survivors guide. That's crazy.
They did a guide, but it is also way off base because it's a live game. So much changed, like the regions and levels, a lot of info. If you read it now, it is like a time capsule. It's kind of awesome. I was flipping through it, but yeah, I picked up that collector's edition from Jerry last year because he had picked it up when it came out, and so now I got it from him because he didn't want it anymore. And yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. So yeah, the game has evolved so much that guide is seriously a relic and a paperweight at this point. You know what I mean? It's not going to be helpful to you at all, but that makes it even more cool. I
nostalgic.
think. Yeah, that's great.
And flipping through them in general, that is nostalgic for sure. I'm glad you found those.
Oh, God damn, I was just thinking about that the other day too, how the best thing about buying a video game back in the day was the car ride home, busting out the little game. It wasn't like a catalog, but like it's kind of instructions, kind of story, just the booklet or whatever that came with a new game, or a CD, like Jess was saying, or a new cassette tape. You bust out that cover art, start reading the lyrics and stuff. Like, I don't do that shit anymore. I don't have tactile experiences with any of my media anymore, and it's kind of sad.
That's why you gotta, some RPGs still come with PDFs of them. So you print that out, and you can flop on your belly on your bed, kick your legs, and read it like you were in high school.
Giggle and eat candy and read my gamer guide.
I've got to tell you, did a lot of cassette and CD liner notes with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you start making mixtapes, and you make your own liner notes for your own mixtapes and stuff like that. That was a whole thing, guys. It was great. It was a time. It was a time to live.
Mixed CDs. Now people just do playlists. I'm sorry, but I like a tactile.
Yeah. I'm going to start handing out mixtapes to people again. They just look at you like you're a fucking nut job. Like, what is this?
They're like, what is this? How do you play it?
Yeah. And burned CDs are not, they're lasting even less time than
real CDs, right?
CDs.
Yeah.
So
they flake like crazy.
Those mixes that you had 20 years ago, there's
holes in them.
Really work in the
Yeah, those probably won't play anymore.
I am curious though. Talking about going through the collection, I found one labeled Wacky Mix. I'm like, what is on a Wacky Mix? I need to find a way to play it and find out if it'll play.
I'm imagining lots of Acme cartoon sound effects and stuff. Now my brother and I, we had a mixtape that we listened to on summer vacations. And we tried to go through and recreate it because neither of us can find the tape in our collection. But we tried to create the mixtape. We know that we're missing some stuff, but like we even tried to get it in the right order too, like the same songs in the right order and make a playlist of it just for the nostalgia purposes. But I really hope that I stumble across that tape one day and still have something to play it on when I do stumble across it. I'm worried it's gone the wayside. All right, so more gameplay. We got past Parker Quinn. I bought his card. That was on my way. The whole big thing I was trying to do this week was get the castle. That was my big goal. Get the castle, get the castle, get the castle.
Nice.
I think 10 Pines? No. County Crossing was the last settlement furthest east that I had been. So I wanted to ultimately get to the castle, but that would entail getting the Eastern Seaboard ones. Like, I never know how it's pronounced. Is it Crew? How is Croupe?
I say croup. I say
Croup?
croup. Yeah.
Okay, so like you get the Croup Manor or Mansion, I forget what it's called, and
Manor.
then Nordhagen is just south of that. If you go Libertalia Island chain down that way, so I wanted to get that one. I wanted to get Nordhagen,
L'Enfant.
and then looking at my build, I can't just get Aqua Girl. I have to like invest. I don't remember. Is it agility or endurance? It must be endurance. So I like have to like invest like 2 more points into endurance and then a 3rd point for Aqua Girl or something. So I'm not quite there yet. So I have banked a few level ups, but I'm doing that. So when I finally, this is so frustrating. I still have not gotten a decent legendary weapon that dictates, this is the direction I'm going to go. I'm going to be a big guns. I'm going to be a rifle. I'm going to be a pistol. I still haven't gotten like an awesome, weird, random legendary drop that's been like, you just got a furious combat shotgun. Here we go. Like, haven't gotten anything that dictates what my gameplay is. So that also means that as I level up, I am not investing to increase my damage in any of those specific categories, but all my bad guys are leveling up like fucking crazy, so I can't kill anything anymore because I'm still goddamn using the 10mm pistol from when I was level 2. And this trip I decided, let's take out a new toy and leave all your useful shit at home. So I'm out here with the junk jet and no other weapons, and I haven't invested in heavy guns or bloody mess or any of that stuff yet. So I'm literally shooting teddy bears at people and they're bouncing off, doing almost no fucking damage. I just decided I was going to do this for this trip. I was like, let's go take the castle.
Jet.
And to make it fun, let's use the junk jet, So, like...
Who uses the fucking junk jet?
So I'm just dying and reloading so fucking much. I just
and you're
really
on
need
survival.
Yeah, I need to stop, go back to Sanctuary, put the junk jet home, take out a combat rifle or something fucking useful. I haven't got a legendary combat rifle of any kind. It's like pretty much as soon as I get, a combat rifle or really useful combat shotgun of a legendary of any of those, I'll totally go with that direction. I just need something to fall for me. And the problem,
taking the castle can take a while.
the loop is so damaging. It comes back onto. It's like, okay, I need the legendary, but I can't kill any of the legendaries because I'm still using weapons that are blah blah blah. So like, I get a legendary Mirelurk coming up to me. I'm like, I need to kill you. There's no chance in hell I'm gonna. So like, I just better hightail it out of here. So I need a drop to happen, but I can't kill the legendaries to make the drop happen. It's a vicious cycle.
Got any caps?
Yeah, I've got like 2,000 maybe. I don't know how many. I can't buy anything.
You could try for the Overseer's Guardian in Vault. What is that? 80 something? 81. Yeah.
I forget. Is that a laser rifle of some kind? I forget what that one is.
That's a combat rifle.
A combat rifle? Okay.
2-shot.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's a 2-shot.
That might be fun.
Combat rifle.
Is it expensive? It's not Mantis Greaves. Is it Mantis Greaves price?
Yeah, but it's double shot. It is double shot. It's a good gun.
If you save Ash the cat, they might give you a discount.
Yeah, enjoy your 10%.
Actually, no. Is that a thing? Will saving the cat earn you charisma points or something? Is there a benefit to that?
I actually, helping Ash, I don't remember either. I think
it's specifically that family's cat. It's not just a vault cat. It is that family's cat, right?
But I can't say for sure. Yeah, they're kids.
It is that family's cat, yeah.
Huh.
So I think so, but I'm not 100%.
Okay, well, give me the gun, or I'll kill your cat. How about that?
Andrew, that's not very nice.
Well, this is the wasteland.
Dang.
So yeah, need a good weapon. Can't get one.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm making my way down from. So I've got Croup.
What are you shooting out of that junk jet you got there?
Well, I was thinking, okay, maybe this makes sense, maybe this doesn't. I was thinking for the sake of weight ratio to ammo, because it sucks, like, your ammo weighs almost nothing if you have guns. It's like .017 or .003. You know, like it's your ammo has very little weight. But if you use a junk jet, it's just like
Yeah.
I have a fire extinguisher that weighs fucking 8 pounds. Like, so I was
Do you
thinking,
have to pick what you fire, or does it just
no,
grab
you just
stuff?
you load stuff in, so you do tell it what to fire. So if you have teddy bears, you can load all teddy bears in there, and it'll shoot only teddy bears. But just because I was thinking, wow, this is going to be a really already with survival mode, you can't carry much at all. And I'm carrying the survival tent with me. The survival tent weighs 24 pounds. Like, it's like just carrying the survival tent is punishment enough for being able to save everywhere. You cannot really. I can carry about 8 to 10 pounds extra stuff before I have to dump it off to my companion or whatever. So, anyway, this was about the ammo. I decided to take all the regular junk items out of my workshop. I dropped them all on the ground and scrapped them all to make them down to their components, which weigh less. Plus, you get multiple components per junk item, and the components. So you're multiplying the amount of shots, like one teddy bear or like one whatever breaks down into two pieces of these two components, and
For the same amount of damage?
they weigh less. And everything does the exact same damage. It's not like teddy bears do less damage than gold bars. They should,
So
but they don't.
technically, you could break down weights into lead, and then you could shoot hot lead with the junk jet, but it wouldn't
Yes.
be bullets; it'd just be lead.
It'd just be literal chunks of lead. Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah. So
like
I don't know if it makes sense, but I took all the junk and broke it down into its components first, and then loaded it into my inventory, and then loaded it into the junk jet. I think I get more ammunition per weight ratio that way.
By the way, Andrew,
yes,
you get the discount. You get the discount from Alexis for the guns and stuff for saving Austin, not the cat. So saving the boy from Morat disease, discount. Saving the cat, no discount.
Fuck that
Sorry.
kid. I want to save the kitty.
No, save them.
What? Exasperated says the girl who spends more time building than looking for her own child. Jess.
What child?
Exactly.
Out of sight, out of mind, Andrew. I can see the settlement.
Did everyone see that video I posted in the Facebook group this week where I totally burned Jess so hard?
It was a good burn.
Hilarious.
It was a good burn.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But I mean, a girl will venture into the
She'll build.
apocalypse and spend the entire time building instead of looking for their son. I mean, so many variants of furniture, Andrew. And then there are mods.
There are tons, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Fallout 4 building thing. It's just so
Oh,
simple and not overly saturated with 10 billion things in each column and blah. I used to think that it was inconvenient and oversaturated, and then I played Fallout 76. And they're bloated, crazy. Says I've not tried the new one. Let's go play the new one, and then I'll make my decision.
Also, the building in 76 in my mind was better than 4 at first until it got too large. Yeah, I mean, even now it still is. It just with the menu got really unwieldy. And I did not like the fact you couldn't free place like in 4. I mean, there's positives and negatives, but overall, I thought 76 was better. Was an improvement in most every way, except for lack of free placement.
This is super fucking nitpicky of me, but my main complaint is that I hate that right trigger and left trigger are flipped in build mode, so things rotate the opposite direction in Fallout 4 that they do in 76. So, like, when I'm playing Fallout 4, I'm like, fuck, no, you gotta go backward and remember. It's just like, why did you use the same goddamn system? Why do you flip stuff all the time? And then I'm thinking, ooh, can I reprogram and like do hot controls or whatever that's called, and like.
But then it changes everything.
Then it changes
not just
everything
that.
else.
Yeah.
You're like, God damn it. So they need a hot control command for regular play and then one for build mode too. It's like,
and
if
it's
they had
funny,
that.
they gave you that in Starfield where you can change how things work in when you're flying your ship versus out there regular versus in the menu.
Yes.
The only one you can't change is in ship building mode. And it's backwards. It is backwards and drives me bonkers.
Yeah. Well, give us options. Come on.
I mean, maybe people with mouse and keyboard would feel differently. But.
So there's a bunch of robots over there by Croup. They took me out a bunch of fucking times.
Yeah.
It was a very difficult battle. Finally got those guys down. Got Croup Manor all underway. We've got some people there. Got some turrets set up and such. So it was fun.
There's what are the ones that Protractron? Is that the one that shoots the beam out of their
Oh, the Assaultron.
base?
Fuck.
Assaultron.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Assaultron.
They
There's an
on
Assaultron
survival
there,
mode.
right?
There is, if they see you, you are dead. It is amazing. like they boop, they flip it on, and there is no like draining of power. Like usually when something hits you, like you see the boom, I'm dead. But like as soon as it flips on, there goes to kill cam. It's crazy how damaging they are in survival mode.
That's a place where there's like some really mean Mirelurks too, right? Over the bridge.
All down the
other
fucking
way,
coastline,
you just
man.
go just south a little bit, and then
This
there's
whole
like
fucking
the
coastline
super
is
mean
just
Mirelurks.
is just me running from razor claws. They're all over
There's
the
always
goddamn place.
There's always a legendary Mirelurk there, though. So
yeah, I think I ran across him and tried to kill him and couldn't. I need to just pick a thing and go with it so I can invest increasing my damage in some weapon, just in the meantime, because it's actually like I'm saying, I'm going to bank some levels, and then when I get that thing, I'll have levels to bank and invest in that, but because I'm not investing in it, I'm not leveling up, so I'm not actually gaining any levels to bank either. It's like if you don't kill stuff, you don't gain XP. So lots of good battles there at Croup. Made my way down to Nordhagen, everybody's favorite vacation spot. And I was kind of thinking, oh fuck, this is just going to be another hassle. I just want to get down to the castle, but you talk to these people and they're going to send you to, where's it, Faneuil Hall or something? I don't remember where they send you to go do that. But then I was like, I talked to the lady, and I've, usually just sort of rush through the conversation cycle and just punch A and just go off and do the quest or whatever. But I actually sat and listened to her and talked to her and went through all the conversation tree, and I found out instead, it must have been Raiders. It couldn't have been Faneuil Hall because that's super mutants. Anyway, she was saying that some raiders had kidnapped someone from the settlement, and here they are. Here's go deal with them, whatever. And then I noticed one of my charisma checks was like, here's the caps. Just pay them off.
Right. Do you not use that?
I had never done that before.
Oh my God! You haven't just done the lazy way out on that.
I
always
go do the quests. Got to get that XP. But so since I knew I didn't want to deal with all that bullshit, I was like, oh wow, let's try this. And then she took the money, and like the quest was done, and you can now use Nordhagen Beach as your settlement. I was like, holy shit, I am never ever going to like go on a quest to rescue these people ever again.
Yeah, like they respond slightly disappointed, right? Or slightly like, okay, but
we
yeah,
wanted you to
totally
go kill these
that.
people for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who needs a hero when you have a rich guy, right? Come on.
Little known fact, Nordhagen Beach is a farm.
Hey,
little known.
thriving melon industry over there, man. Thriving. Not melons. Gourds? What do they grow? I don't even know what they grow.
I don't know.
Sand.
Like
they barely.
Sand
New England
water.
sand. Like, what even is that? Kelp.
Yep, they grow junk.
I realized I had that option at Abernathy Farm this time.
Really?
Gotten herself
instead of going to collect
again.
the locket or whatever?
And I I still had to go
not
get the
that
locket,
one.
but there was a different one. They sent me on. She was kidnapped by raiders, and they wanted. And so, yeah, I could pay the bribe and get out of it.
That must have been hey, I heard a settlement needs your help.
It kind of made me feel dirty. Because, I mean, who trusts the raiders, really? I mean, you
nobody.
pay them off, then they're just going to keep doing it.
Right,
they're going to make you
them.
pay again and again and again. Yeah, that's right.
You pay them off with a charge card.
In your honor, I will, when I get there, Andrew, I will take Nordhagen and I'll put up a Slocum's Joe up there.
Sweet.
Shop. I got the donut.
Oh, beautiful.
Creation Club pack, so I'll
put up the
I'll make
pink
sure
building.
To put pink building. I'll staff it.
Also, guys, I'll just remind everyone out there, I know we've been playing a little bit of Fallout 4. If anyone starts playing your own Fallout 4 playthrough, just a reminder to check your mod list for the Fallout feed flag, and make sure you hang it up at every settlement that you can across the wasteland and send us all your beautiful Fallout feed flag pics. We'd love to see them. That's always one of our favorite games.
Yeah, you want your picture used as one of our covers?
Yeah.
Instant inclusion right there.
Fly a flag,
Andrew's
baby.
a sucker for that flag.
I'm a sucker for that
Beautifully
flag.
Beautifully crafted by Ray.
And it's a great two-way
I'm gonna
meal.
have to add that to my mod list.
Do it.
To
Do
my,
it. Should be staple number
collection.
1. Even if it makes your
It should
load
be.
list unstable, it has to be number 1.
It's gonna
Even if
have
it-
to be an off-site because it's not on Nexus, is it? It's on.
No,
only
it's on
the,
Bethesda.
Oh my
That's-
goodness. Gonna make it double mature with that flag.
All right. So I finally did make it to the castle, but it was a whole 3-4 days between Nordhagen and the castle, and it shouldn't be. If I had Aqua Girl, 2 seconds, like I'm there, it's done. But I finally got the robot workbench going, and I had a robot with me, but it kept getting injured and going back away, so I didn't really have my distraction or help, and now I can't dump my weight stuff on it. But I luckily remembered, when you make this robot, change its settlement to the closest settlement near where you're going,
hmm
so that if it gets killed, it's not going all the way back to Sanctuary. It's just going back to Nordhagen or Krupp Manor or something like that. So I remember to do that. So he's right around the corner if I want to haul back up there. But it took me 3 days or something to get to the actual castle. And I tried multiple ways. Tried hopping across Libertalia. I kept getting killed and stuff. So I was like, ooh, maybe I'm in power
The guy
armor.
with the nuke there.
Yeah,
nuke
he
launcher.
kept blasting my ass as soon as you get onto that one
Mhm.
barge with the chain link or whatever. He just blast your ass. So I decided, maybe I'll just walk under him. You know, I got power armor on, just for the
In the radiated
comparison.
water?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk underneath him. So like, I tried to walk from Nordhagen Beach to. So I must have gone down to the airport and then I was trying to get different, angles and trying, but like any way I tried, I would get like almost 3/4 of the way there, and I was like, ooh, I might make it this time, but then I would drown.
Yeah, of course, because you don't have Aqua Boy and you don't have.
But I was thinking, I'm in power armor. Power armor like protects you from all sorts of poisonous gases. Does that mean that power armor does not have an air tank system, but it only has an air filtration system? So it doesn't
It's
have
not watertight.
it
No.
doesn't have a closed air tank breathing apparatus. It's not a scuba.
No, it's a filter.
It's just an air
I
filter.
thought you could breathe underwater. In
What are the
power
fucking
armor.
tanks
No,
on
you
the back?
Helmet.
What are the tanks
Yeah.
on the back of the power armor? Because some of them have like actual like.
Yeah, it's got hoses and
Little
filtration. I mean,
tanks and stuff.
it's a mix of like lubricant and
Oil. I
maybe
guess it
some
would need
kind of-
lubricant oil. You're
Yeah,
right.
but-
Okay.
But yeah, it's not waterproof. That's why there is,
I just assumed it was
the swimming gear. Like the scuba gear? What's it called?
the deep sea diver
Deep
or
water.
something.
Yeah,
Deep water,
the
whatever
deep-
it is. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because there's the experimental one that you can get in 76
But
too.
I just
yeah.
assumed that power armor was, it's not.
I
It's
know.
not scuba
Don't
gear.
wear it when you go down to get Kevram's tooth.
Yeah. That'll lose you some power armor right quick.
Yeah, pretty much. Lose you the frame at least.
Yeah. I
If you can carry the rest of it.
so
Yeah, and because you can't, if you have Aqua Boy, you can walk.
mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Of course.
Incredibly slow.
Yeah, I've tried it like 8 times.
Painful slow.
it's not fun. But I couldn't get across Libertalia. I drowned multiple times trying to find good pathways, and I would like try to work my way further south down the coastline, like weaving around all the little bridges and the little puddles and the inlets and the flooded streets.
You got to
and
go
stuff.
through the city. You do. You got to go
then-
through the city into South Boston, make your way through there, and over.
I was trying different angles to get further, because each time I made myself a little bit further south, I'd find a new band of raiders, another nest of mirelurks, a new thing of
It's busy
super
down there.
mutants. It
Yeah.
is so
That-
fucking busy in that section. It's
The
crazy.
racetrack down there.
Yep.
And that's where
Yep.
that's where the Raiders are with all the overdue books.
Yeah. And so
Right.
it's tough to sneak through
But
all
they're
there.
tough.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even
uh,
need to be in that section, though. You can go from the center of the city down and around.
But
and
I
just
already
do
went
South
out to
Boston.
I'm already out on that east. It just feels weird to go back in and then out. I really just need to make the investment in Aqua Boy. Really should be the plan. It's just like take the 2 points, invest 1 in endurance, and then the next point in Aqua
Or
Boy. and be
swim on
done
the
with
surface with Radaway. If you really want to, you can do that without Aqua Boy. Just
I
swim.
can't get out of my power armor.
Why?
I'm over encumbered.
Andrew?
Seriously. The survival
Over-encumbered in survival.
The
Like,
survival tent
oh my-
weighs so much that just your weapons and armor loadout max you out. So you have to get into power armor to walk. It's crazy.
Oh, this is such a bad move. There's a we just did full survival playthroughs, 2 years ago. Like we know how to do this, and that's not the way.
I'm stuck in a spot where I can't kill anything and have to be in power armor, which I hate, or I can't walk, and it's just a miserable existence. So I'm having a great time.
Yeah, Ray doing like one of the dumbest builds he's done in a while, just forcing himself. You're just forcing yourself survival with a power armor.
I just keep waiting for a drop to dictate which direction I go, and I'm gonna have to dictate it before. It's one of those fate things. Is like a wash pot never boils. Like until I decide what direction I'm gonna go, I have to pick a direction, and then it'll drop some other thing, and then I'll be like, okay, now I have to save up levels for something else. But you know what I mean? It's like until I decide, I'm going to go this way and invest a bunch of points in that thing, then I'll get a magic drop in whatever other category
until
I
you
want.
commit, the game won't know how to
Exactly.
screw you over.
Exactly. It needs to know how to stick a voodoo needle in your eyeball. Let's see what else. I did get down to the castle, and so now I'm trying the different methods with Preston about luring them out or ambushing them from the top, or because there's a couple of different attack methods you can do with Preston, and I've tried all 3, and it doesn't seem like the Minutemen help at fucking all. I had trouble with just the few Mirelurks on the way down the eastern seaboard to get there. I can't kill the 30 that pop up in the castle. It's just
And a queen.
And I haven't even seen the queen yet. Like I can't get to it. It's just all the Mirelurks kill me. I'm trying to kite them to other places to get help for that seems to be one of my main strategies is shooting off the flare gun, trying to get Minutemen to come help, but they don't really do much damage, but at least they distract, or trying to kite the robots to the super mutant camp so that the robots will attack the super mutants and vice versa. So hopefully they can engage each other while I kind of sneak away and then loop back around and try to take them out as their health is a lot lower. That's what I've been trying to do. That works sometimes, usually not. Yeah. So
I find I start resorting to explosives.
I throw lots of grenades.
or
Yeah.
Mines, if you have them, and you can kite stuff into them.
Yeah, the mines, right.
That's the only way I was getting through the super mutants on my game was using explosives, because they were just big old sponges.
They are, man. And the hounds are so brutal. All right, let's see. What else do I have here? I said, did legendary effects wear off power armor between... 76 takes place before 4.
Right.
So, legendary effects on power armor in 76. And I guess the power armor, they just kind of wear off after time, after
well,
150
keep in mind,
years.
you couldn't have legendary on power armor in 76 for the longest time. Like, they only added that like a year and a half ago, right?
I forgot
2 years
that.
ago?
I did not remember that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't technically there, and then they just, they keep changing the game, hence why my guide is out of date. And yeah, that happened.
I was just thinking about that the other day. It's like, why None of my power armor has any of these legendary
crafting, but you still can't get, bloodied. So don't even try. Or unyielding. Don't even try. Don't even try. I'll be wasting a lot of legendary modules. Will, don't even try.
Don't waste them, Will. Yeah, so that was yeah, go ahead, Steve.
In Fallout 4, though, there are some unique legendary power armor
there are.
pieces.
Yeah, definitely.
But in general, do legendary power armor pieces drop?
I don't think so.
No, I think they're only special sets.
Just weapons and armor.
Named pieces. Like I know there's the that raider, the left arm or something, right?
I vaguely remember some chest piece of something.
Yeah, at Cambridge Polymer Labs.
Yeah.
A power armor chest piece at Cambridge Polymer Labs, is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm keeping that in mind. All right.
Got to kill a lot of ghouls.
Oh, fuck. Well, ghouls I can almost handle because they're not spongy at all. It's just if I get swarmed, that's an issue. But if I can get them down a hallway and stack them up, then I can usually do ghouls okay. Always aim for the legs. Legs.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that is all we have for our game.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Sorry. Really quick though.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah. What's
Fallout
up?
4 and even the rest of you. What legendary effect on weapon do you like usually? Because I change it up, but I found Deadeye was really cool for a while. Deadeye, so it slows time when you aim, and so
that was from Vegas
really
or something,
helps.
right? What was that from? Fallout 3 or New Vegas or something?
Fallout 4 is when I found a Deadeye.
But I thought that was in a previous game.
That's the Far Harbor one. It slows down time, I believe.
Is that it? I thought that effect slowed down when. That's not from a previous game that hasn't appeared before. Slow down time.
It might have. It might have. It's kind of like Jet. You know what I mean? Like it slows down time.
No, that is really cool. That's a great effect.
But he was asking about 4. Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, in 4, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Furious was pretty good in those.
Yeah, Furious, Instigating are usually the two I go with. Instigating, if you have melee, powerful melee, Instigating was always great. If you had lots of shots, Furious was great.
Yep. Because I love the high AP ones. Relentless. 2-shot was really good in 4 at the time, too, you know? Penetrator.
I guess some of it's contextual, because if you got, what's the Never Ending, but if you got it on like a 2-shot shotgun.
Oh yeah, but that's the dream. Never ending is the dream,
Never
right?
ending is you don't reload ever. Like you just have constant shots available in your clip. Like you have a clip of infinite amount.
You have 800 bullets. You've got a clip of 800.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. That is
might be the best one.
It is not unlimited ammunition.
No.
But you don't have to reload.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Did that make it to 76 at all?
No.
I don't. Like
Except in Custom World, where you can turn off
the
ammo.
names a little bit and switch stuff around, but yeah. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and play some games.
What time is it? Game time!
So we're already about 2 hours deep, so maybe we'll just play 1, maybe 2 before we get into some news.
Yeah, we can make the bits quick too. Let's see what we get to. You got some Appalachia there. I'm excited.
Some Appalachia and some Scream. Scream, I got 2 sort of seasonal Halloween things, and Appalachia, I've also got some thematic games planned out here, but they're not seasonal, just sort of like, you know, like locations, shall we say. So, well, how about let's do one of each. Well, let's start with a Appalachia. How about that? Okay.
Yeah, Appalachias are quick.
Appalachias are good. All right, so let's go ahead and roll through it real quick. Rules are, you guys are just going to tell me which location is furthest in the direction I'm asking about. Very simple game here. All right, so we're doing Fallout 4. And as we close out, we just got done with Labor Day. So as we close out the summer here, everyone's thinking about their favorite Splish splashy locations as we talk about water everywhere. All of our lakes and ponds and all of those great locations around Fallout 4. So we'll let our guest have honors here. So Steve, you'll be up first in Fallout 4 on the Fallout 4 map. Which location is further north? Lake Quannapowitt or the Old Gullet Sinkhole? Lake Quannapowitt or the Old Gullet Sinkhole? Which is further north?
What is Wavy Willards?
Wavy Willards.
Lake Quinnipiac
Yes,
is my answer.
it is. Good job, Steve. All right. Jess, over to you. Which is further south? Neponset Park. I always think I say that word wrong. Neponset? Neponset?
No, it's Neponset.
Neponset
You got it right. Mm-hmm.
Or the Murkwater construction site.
Ooh, I think Murkwater is further south than Neponset.
Murkwater is indeed further south. Good job, Jess. Oh, wait, I forgot to play our thing here.
I know everything.
Good job. Ray, you're up, sir. Which is further east? Dark Hollow Pond or Walden Pond? Further east. Dark Hollow Pond or Walden Pond?
I don't know where Dark Hollow Pond is, so I'll say Dark Hollow.
Dark Hollow Pond is further east. It's
Good
hard,
choice, because Walden's pretty west.
It's hard
right?
it's hard to be further west than Walden. Good job, Ray.
Where is Dark Hollow Pond?
That is sort of up by Thicket Excavations.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can picture it.
Excavations. I don't remember. What
Excavations, I think.
Excavations. Okay, West. Steve, to close us out. Are we going to Lake Cochituit or Chestnut Hillock Reservoir? Lake Cochituit or Chestnut Hillock Reservoir? Sorry.
I'm going to go with Chestnut Hillock Reservoir.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Steve. Oh. We have the Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. I can name either of those places off the top of my head. I had to look both of those up.
I was thinking of the place where the Green Top sends you, not Green Top, Grey Garden sends you to clear out the.
The Mirelurks down there. Yeah. So that was our
Let's
edition
keep going.
of Water Everywhere. We have. Do you want another Mapalachia?
I think we should do more Mapalachia.
Right,
Yeah, we only had
another
Mapalachia.
All right, so this edition we are calling Popo Patrol. We're going to see where all of the police stations are around the wasteland. So Jess, I believe we left off with Steve. So Jess, you're up. Which is further north, the Cambridge Police Station or Precinct 8?
Oh, Precinct 8 is downtown, I think. So we're going to go Cambridge Police Station.
Cambridge is correct. Good job. All right, Ray, you're up. Which is further south? Quincy or the South Boston Police Station?
Oh, Quincy for sure.
Quincy for sure.
100%.
Good job. All right, Steve, wrap back around to you. Which is further east? East Boston or Nahant? Further east. East Boston or Nahant? Am I saying that right? Is it Nahant? You people in your Boston names are just crazy.
I mean, you know.
I'm going to go with Nahant.
It is further east. Good job,
yes.
Steve. We need to ask Lee. Is Lee in the
Lee is, and he says Nahant. That's what I would have said too, but I have not ever been to Nahant.
Nahant.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You East Coasters, huh? You're R-worded, huh? Can I say it like
Something's afoot in the hand.
In the hand? Furthest west. Where did we left off? Is it
Me.
Jess. Furthest west. Natick or Precinct 8?
Oh, we got that one again. Precinct 8 is further west.
I am sorry. Natick.
What?
Is it Natick? Natick? God, it's all these words. I don't know.
Yeah, that's all. That's at the edge of the map.
Natick is as far west as you can go.
Wow, I'm thinking of the wrong place. I am completely thinking of the wrong place then.
I always get
I thought
Nahant
east.
and Natick mixed up.
Yeah, that's where the church with the
Oh!
death claw and
Yeah.
the bunch of super mutants and the buildings around them.
Absolutely right. Yeah, past the bridge. Okay, I was thinking wrong location.
Okay. See, those are Halloween themed. I'll save
where you get
those for a little
Reba
more
2?
Halloween.
No, that's up at
That's Salem.
Salem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just ran into that. Let's do one more. I'll leave the Scream list because those are both sort of Halloween themed. I've got one more Appalachia here. It'd be fun to do real quick. Ray, I believe we left off on you, Ray. So Appalachia, last edition here for this game. This is Fallout 4, Rising High. So tell me, Ray, which is further north, the Ticonderoga Safe House or Trinity Tower? Ticonderoga or Trinity Tower, further north?
definitely Ticonderoga.
Ticonderoga is correct. Good job. All right, Steve, back to you, sir. We have furthest south. We have the Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters or the Atlantic offices. Vault-Tec Regional Headquarters or the Atlantic offices?
Definitely the Atlantic offices.
Absolutely. And I had no idea.
That's down in the glowing
name.
sea.
It is. What happens at the Atlantic offices? Where were
I
we sent
sounded
there
pretty
for?
confident there for a
You did.
50 guess.
Oh, you guessed. You did sound very confident.
Totally.
What happens at the
It's in
Atlantic
the glowing
offices?
sea? Okay.
Yeah,
Atlantic
what happens down there,
offices,
Ray? Is that synth place where
we
you go
can
into the
through
basement?
and loot it. I don't know if there. No. That's the federal.
Oh, that's the reserves or whatever.
Yeah, where you go through the cabin and get underground.
You're right. I don't remember the Atlantic offices off the top of my head. What that is?
Yeah, I think it's either Raiders or Gunners.
Is it a named
you find in
location?
Yeah.
It's on the map and everything. Okay. Wow.
Well,
All right.
I don't know if it's on the map.
Like a map marker thing. Okay.
Yeah, there's only like 3 or 4 markers
Down there, there's not a ton down there in that part of the map. All right. Let's see. We left off Jess. Furthest east. Which is furthest east? The Mass Fusion Building or Green Tech Genetics? Mass Fusion or Green Tech?
Mass Fusion is further east.
Absolutely.
You said east, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Good job. You got it. Furthest east. And to wrap up game time for tonight, Ray, which is furthest west? The Collegiate Administration Building or the Dartmouth Professional Building? Collegiate Administration Building or the Dartmouth Professional Building? I didn't remember either of these locations.
Right? So I'll go in alphabetical order. Collegiate.
Attaboy! You nailed it, Ray, as he says with super duper confidence. Good job, Ray. Thanks, everyone, for playing.
What time is it?
Game time. All right, Jess, let's see what we got for our bits.
Jessica, to the office, please. Jessica, to the office. Your iguana bits are ready. Please come pick them up.
Thank you, Jess. Yeah, we're gonna keep the bits kind of quick this week, I think, even though we did get an update on Tuesday. First of all, with that update, the changeover, we got the new Alotl. Alotl, my friend Cherry Pixel named it Alotl, so that's what we're calling it. That was hers, and it's adorable.
I want it to be named Robert.
Oh my gosh, give him the hairdo. Absolutely.
That would be incredible.
I mean, that would definitely cure what ails you. Having a cute little Alotl looking like Robert in your camp.
I just realized, as you said the hairdo, was Edward Scissorhands just based off of Robert Smith?
He's
had
very,
to be, right?
Yeah.
Had to be. That for some reason that just popped in my head all of a sudden.
But
I
keep
said
in
his
mind,
name wrong.
Tim
It's not
Burton
Robert
himself-
Smith. What's his name? It's not Robert Smith.
Yeah, Robert Smith,
It
of
is?
course.
That's correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't
Yeah.
sound right to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was on half the T-shirts I wore in high school, so I definitely know.
And
But
familiar with his hair.
did you know one of the biggest fights I had with a friend in high school? The video for, actually it was middle school, but the video for Fascination Street came on from Disintegration, and they said he looked like George Washington. That biggest fight. They're like, how do you like that guy? He looks like George Washington. Like, oh my God.
He's
So
got
bad.
wooden
Anyway.
teeth.
That is not part of the bits. But yeah, so you got to go out to Alotl, and hopefully we get a cute little tank to keep them in our camp sometime. They know we want to show them off, not on hooks. Like right now we can slap them on a wall, hang them from a hook, but they might be nice if they could swim around. So they know we want it. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but it has been noted. Let's see. Oh, here's one not 76 related, but Starfield related real quick for you. I wanted to make sure to mention this. The Starfield Visual Compendium is a new book coming out. It's a hardcover book with concept and development art on Starfield. Some of it's going to be stuff that was included in the, the collector's edition, the fancy edition that we had digital. There's actually a physical book with some of that art, but a lot more concept art than that too. Should be really exciting, and they're calling it a compendium, so I think there's going to be some stuff about planetary information and stuff, kind of like a codex. So I'm excited about that. That comes out on the 16th, so about a week and a half away. I'm going to see if I can, pick up a copy and look it over to tell you guys about that when it comes out. Also,
Ooh.
yes, the update with the camp revamp launch. So let's go through the good, the bad, the ugly. The good. The new camp menu is cool. Free placement is really cool. It's made building a lot easier for people, a lot of people liking it. But, some things still fight you. You still have to do some merging techniques to get things into the ground, for instance. Ground is not free place. Ground is still a no-go zone. So you still have to use merge techniques there. Also, the bad, and possibly a little bit ugly. We got a bad flippy flip. So on the regular menu, you can flip through, like if you're doing replace, flip through a roof, you can see different roofs. Flip through walls, see different walls, when you're flipping through, so you can then see how it looks. You can no longer do that with the new menu because it gives you a little grid, and you can choose when you're doing replace, you cannot see what you're changing it to. You have to just kind of look at the small little icon and know, or look at the name of it and know. However, for new items, you can still flip through. So if you're putting down a new floor, or you're putting down a new wall or something, you can flip through, you can see everything you change. But if you're doing replace, no longer works. So, yeah. But with free place, it's a little bit better too. So you don't have to worry about doing the place and replace as much as we used to. Because on roofs, for instance, or to get them overlapping, you would have to quite often place and destroy, or place and replace to make things fit. So that's the bad. Here's the good and the bad. There are so many weapon changes. So we've talked about how a whole lot of, really the last 4 major updates have included some perk card updates and some combat rebalancing. That's something they've been working towards. They started working towards it a year ago. And at that point, it was essentially started nerfing things, because the first things they changed kind of made things tougher relative to us. Then they'd be doing a couple of weapons each time to focus on, along with some of the perk cards related to them as it goes. And, so we've had rifles, we've had automatic stuff, we've had my shotguns, we've had other things. Well, melee and heavy weapons were hit a bit more this update. And there's some good and some bad. Some of the perk changes made it so just out of the box, without planning a build, some people are taking a little longer to kill some things with heavy weapons. Melee weapons, oh yeah, Rando's talking about it in chat already. So automatic melee, like the automatic auto axe, or chainsaw, if you're a chainsaw person, they were great. And I was trying to figure out, what did they do? Because they're taking twice as long at least to kill things. What did they do to change it? Because if you look at the actual settings, they actually put the base damage up on almost every weapon, had its base damage increased. Okay, this was not a nerf. This was a base damage increase on pretty much everything. Like, they did the perks more for melee and heavy this time. But when it comes to actual damage, this was the one where they said everything's more damage. You might be asking, how much damage? A board that did 63 damage base before, 152. So much more damage. Combat knife doubled, 42 to 87. Let's go. Do I have the auto axe here? I do. Auto axe base damage went from 24 to 32. Okay, so that went up. What happened? Well, guess what? The auto axe and chainsaw used to do, when fully revved up, 27 hits per second. to calculate damage. Now it's capped at 14 hits per second. You can only do just over a hair over half the damage you did before number of hits when an auto full spin up. So the base damage has increased. Some perks still affect it, but it's basically doing half the damage in the same amount of time.
Why
So
would they
that's what
put that
happened there.
cap on there?
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out because I'm like, why is this happening for people? And the numbers didn't make sense until I saw that hidden way deep in the bottom of the notes. So that's what y'all want to do. But to be fair, auto axes and chainsaws really do melt things in a way that is almost unfair. Sorry, Rando. Rando says it's a hedge trimmer now. I don't know if it's quite that bad, but yeah, they're definitely a little longer.
You can still do some damage
Well,
with some hedge trimmers, but
Yeah.
But you have to get them revved up too, and I mean that's the thing. You can't keep that going indefinitely.
In a online live service game like Fallout 76, I appreciate it when the dev teams tinker with
Yep.
the weapons and change things up from season to season or time, and for a while something might be popular, combat rifles, I don't know, and then they'll make tomahawk throwing weapons,
It can be good to change the meta. I mean,
yeah, because tomahawks is gonna really be big.
tomahawks, yeah. But
Yeah. I'm a
I-
bloody
do-
tomahawk build.
do you remember those? When we were
Yeah.
using them a bit?
that sounds pretty fucking sweet,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, they hit hard. They hit hard.
Now
But-
they have what? The ham chopping weapons or something, right?
Oh, yeah, the cleavers.
Ham
Cleaver,
choppers.
thank you. Ham chopping
That's the word you're
weapons.
looking for, the ham choppers.
Me talk well. Me talk
Man, yeah, that's why I go to Meat Week, get my ham choppers. Good time. But
ham chopper, yeah.
So not only did they up the base damage on weapons, some of them might double, some of them might just a hair, they massively increased bash damage. So for those of you in a tight spot who are now trying to hit something weapon to bash it, bash damage went up by 3 to 8 times depending on the weapon. Like so much. Because, in order to do things like some of the mutations that require melee to finish and all that, we'd be in there bashing them. So now if you bash something with a fixer, for instance, it did 15 damage before because, it's a fixer. But now you can bash them and it does like 60 damage. I'm not getting all the numbers. Basically, everything went up by 3 to 8 times as far as bash damage. Weapon
What's
ranges,
the,
some ranges were decreased. And now that's a negative. Some ranges were decreased, but it's still, they have the setting now so it can do damage beyond the range more than it used to. They changed the drop off. I think it's 50% at max, and then but it's still a little drop off after. AP costs went down almost everything, so you can actually get more shots in VATs. A few went up, most went down. But again, it's all balancing. They're working on balancing. So I'm not going to do all the details because there's so much, like I'm saying. But this is why it's the good and the bad. So it did hurt some auto melee. It did hurt some heavy weapons with certain the way perks work together. There are new things that can help. There are new things that work with the onslaught system where you can now stack onslaught stacks with some of your heavies to get that damage back up there and even more. But you have to build for it. Additionally, and Angry Turtle has a video that our friend Brennan and Andon linked earlier. Angry Turtle, of course, talks about builds a lot. A lot of the cards are bugged. So it's the classic, 2 steps forward, 1 step back with an update where, like I was saying, it takes a hot fix a few weeks later to fix some things. A lot of the cards, some of the new cards that have been reset, some classic cards are either not applying correctly when you load in or doing the thing where a few of them are unequipping themselves, which if you guys might remember, that was a thing last spring for a couple weeks, maybe 3. I don't remember. It wasn't that long, but there were cards unequipping themselves. So they're working to fix that. But so you have unequip, you have some cards that aren't applied properly. Sometimes when you load in, you have to check your loadout and redo it. I would recommend to people when you hop to a new server, every time you hop to a new server, switch out your loadout, switch it back to make sure your cards are applied because some of them might not be. So if you do that and everything's working, then I think you're going to find that mostly your damage is going up. And I think a lot of the issues people are having now is that cards are not being equipped or not working.
With the building enhancements that have come in or changes, was there a lot of building card perk changes that came with it?
No, not really any perk. They've been reworking perks little by little over the last bit, but Well, a number of things have gone down to 1 star. They keep consolidating things so you get more perks on at a time. I don't think there were any new changes on that this update. However, last update, they made it so you don't need defense and stuff like that in order to build turrets anymore, stuff like that.
Yeah, wow, that's huge.
Yeah, that was a big
That
one.
was always such a pain.
Yeah, because now Wrecking Ball, you can hurt your own stuff. So you don't need to flamethrower your stuff to destroy it to overlap it. So Wrecking Ball, you can destroy your own stuff, but now with the update, you can even intersect and not even worry about that if you don't want to. So there have been a lot of things that have added up like that. And yeah, the whole thing with needing to have home defense mounted and explosive or what have you to do certain things, you no longer need. So let's see. Yeah, so we did the bad with the nerf. The good, like we said last week, there are a lot of balls, and they're actually pretty good. So I'm on the second page of the scoreboard already. I've got unlocked the first 2 pages, and I'm thinking the items look cool. Like we were laughing about it ahead of time, but there are some cool items. That Nuka-Cola. Yeah. Wait, you're not on Scorecation. You haven't even started, I bet.
You're
Andrew.
basically done. I just thought I might as well get it out of the way.
I'm like level 12. I'm on page 2.
Yeah,
level
you're
12.
done.
But gotta grind those fishes. Gotta get that axolotl, not snaxolotl. Oh, they did the cutest thing today. So you know how we've been saying snaxolotl, and it's a thing. And Rando's given his snaxolotls to John, and it's a whole thing. He said, "Are you team snaxolotl or carolotl today?" I'm like, "Oh, like the Care Bears, care a lot. We care a lotl." A few of you will get that.
Care Bear stare.
Care Bear stare. Okay. Moving
Thinking
on.
of Faith No More. We care a lot.
Care a lot. We care. Yes, absolutely. Mike Patton.
We care a lot.
You just wrote a spoof there.
Savage, divide, Meyer.
And now Andrew's going to have to stick that song into the episode in the middle, I bet.
We care a lot about the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. We care a lot about the NYSF and LAPD. We care a lot about you people. We care a lot about your guns. We care a lot about the wars we're fighting. See that looks like fun. We care a lot.
Well, I want to believe, and I'm going to be able to, because coming up in 3 days, the aliens are back. Yes, there's going to be a Zayton invasion. Invaders from beyond coming to destroy your new camps. So defend Appalachia, defend your homes. One thing I'm excited about that with the new build restrictions, they're going to be more attack camps. You know, like turret camps, stuff like turret camps can be kind of lame, but they can sometimes be effective. All depends on the builder. But now they'll be easier to make and even make floating and stuff like that. Like, can you imagine a floating UFO near enough to an alien event to be able to fight the aliens with alien power? Like, that would be awesome.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and Double XP is going to be next weekend as well. So we'll have another show before then, or right when it starts, but Double XP coming up in a week. So aliens and Double XP on the stuff ahead. Guess what, y'all? It has been 2 years as of today, because we're past midnight, since Starfield released officially. Now, the cool kids were already playing in early access, just saying. But
cool kids.
like Steve and Ray, y'all were playing early access, right? You got early access, didn't you, Steve? With including the DLC. 6 days early.
Okay, yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
That wasn't a humble brag. That was, most of us did. We we paid up for it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, exactly. But
Wasn't
2 years
called
ago
early access,
today,
it was called something else.
it was because we got Shattered Space with it. It was basically like pre-release. I don't remember how they said it, but get the edition, and then you will play 5 days
the one
early.
for 76? It had a catchy acronym name.
The Tricentennial Edition.
Yeah,
That was the
the
initial.
early access. But anyways, Starfield is what's important now.
We didn't have early access on 76, but we had the stress test for that first day, and then we had the beta for 3 weeks.
But they had a beta. They had a funny name for it. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the Break It Early test application is what beta stood for.
Thank
I
you.
didn't-
Break it
I
early
picked
test
up what you were
application.
Going for.
It's
Yeah.
not early access. We're
Break
just
it
letting
early
you the
test
game
application.
early.
Like they needed any help breaking it. Whole thing.
Sorry, that was really hard to get to.
We got there
But
though.
you got there. Thank you. Break it early test.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just a quick note. Not going to talk Starfield too long, but with the anniversary, They did a whole thing, 2 years of Starfield, yay, on all social medias with a little video clip, and there was some distortion. It was breaking up, and you could see a few little things behind it in orange. And looking at it, you kind of see where you can see like a T and an E and an A and an N on top, and then on bottom you can see like an AR and maybe an M and then a DA. And we kind of putting all the pieces together and kind of making it work. We realized it probably says Terran Armada. So that may be our first big hint on the next DLC. And I have ideas of what that could mean. We'll get into that. We don't know. It's all speculation. We talk about it on another show, but yeah, exciting.
Come on, get into it. Speculate.
It's a long show. Let's just say, for
Terra
those of you
is
who
Earth,
played
right?
a lot of Starfield, and so Ray's aware of this group, the Terran Preservation Society. This is just me thinking. So Terra means Earth, and
Yeah,
obviously
of course,
Armada, a fleet of ships.
Right.
Is there a fleet of ships coming to take Earth, a fleet of ships coming from Earth? Here's my speculation. The Terran Preservation Society is a group of rich elite and some of the people who want to preserve old Earth. And, they have gatherings and elite events and give each other awards and that. But they are also considered by some to be a bit weird and eccentric. And they maybe want to bring more of Earth back and maybe think we've strayed too far. And I'm wondering if some of the rich people here have funded like a secret army or an armada, people that are coming to bring in on behalf of the Terran Preservation Society and actually the Terran Armada and take control of the settled systems, or maybe, kind of reintegrate. That's just my initial speculation, but picture all my Mass Effect runs, the Elusive Man and Cerberus, that whole thing, Terra first, and that's what these people are. They're Terra first. We abandoned Earth. We shouldn't have. We need to reclaim it, and we need to reclaim our roots. We've strayed too far. So that's my thought. You have any thoughts on that, Ray, yet? Have you thought about it at all, or it's too new?
Not too much. I've been busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, plenty of other stuff. And not just that video clip just came out today. And so we were all kind of putting the pieces together. I'm at work, but I'm also like wildly speculating, tinfoil hat. And I mean, there are different ideas. Like what if another group splintered off during the Great Evacuation from Earth? Because a lot of people escaped, but billions died. The population of Earth around the time of, Starfield, I won't go too far, but would have most likely been 10 to 12 billion is the thought. And maybe, 2 to 3 billion escaped, maybe only 500 million. We don't know exactly how many. It's not recorded. But lots didn't make it. But in that escape, things were a bit crazy over the course of those 50 years while the, people were first evacuating, they were building stuff. And what if another large splinter group, kind of like the colony ship that we meet, on the one mission outside Paradiso, what if another group of ships went and they've actually got another colony somewhere that we haven't realized, much like the way the Varun were sequestered, and they've been building up and they're coming back to reestablish themselves? That could happen. What if it's a group of Starborn? And some Starborn, maybe from a time before Earth was destroyed, in their cosmos, in their world, Earth wasn't destroyed. And they're doing this own thing and they're trying to reintegrate and come across universes. I don't know. But I'm excited. Anyway, that's my speculation, Andrew.
I concur.
Speaking of too much energy,
wholeheartedly.
This is completely random, but it cracks me up. As much as things change, things stay the same. Yesterday, Xbox and 5 Hour Energy announced a team up to launch limited edition Purple Berry Punch for the release of Outer Worlds 3. Outer Worlds 2. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of us. But yeah, so, they're still out there pushing the Doritos and Mountain Dew and apparently 5 Hour Energy with Spacer's Choice 5 Hour Energy.
I was surprised it's not Mountain Dew or Doritos flavored. He just
yeah,
covered the other two products.
Do.
Yeah,
it's still caffeine. They're doing Purple Berry Punch and Purple Berry. You get a special skin for a creature in it if you pick this up. And they had it at PAX West, and they're gonna have a couple. They're gonna have a couple things.
You got the purple berry skin. So jealous.
You get the mock melon brew skin. Like, yeah.
Lucky.
Can't believe it. So the more things change, the more they.
Yeah,
and then
I would be really careful about consuming anything with an Outer Worlds tie-in because they do some really weird stuff.
It's not the best choice, Ray? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's Spacer's Choice.
I love product tie-ins.
Not what's good for the people, what's good for the corporation.
Absolutely. Well, and now I believe I believe in the storyline in the future. So Auntie Cleo and Spacer's Choice have merged. Auntie Cleo bought Spacer's Choice, so I think it's actually going to be Auntie's Choice, and they own the brand Spacer's Choice too. So that's the whole thing. We'll see when the game comes out. Something else that came out 2 days ago, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. They have a new DLC. So for those of you who loved Indy, Indiana Jones and the Order of Giants DLC is now available if you want to jump back into Indiana Jones and check that out. It's another thing Todd and Bethesda worked on.
I need to
wanted
get
to
on
mention.
them first time through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. A lot of us didn't. I mean, some of us played it, but didn't play it. I didn't finish it. You
I
know,
think Bob and Angel are the only people I know who did.
a few other people in our crew finished it, and some. You know, most people played it or at least tried it, but it wasn't my kind of game. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but
And
yeah.
Bloodlines 2 coming out next month.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I mean, if you want to talk about games coming out, God, don't even get me started there. This is the fall release thing, and it is packed. Honestly, what game are you most excited for? I mean, for me, Outer Worlds 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, and then Vampire, I think, would be my top 3. How about you?
Just the one.
Just the one?
Vampire Bloodlines, yeah.
Borderlands 4 could be cool. I mean, I know Ray's going to wait, he said, but
Came with my video card, so that's cool.
you're getting a free copy with your video card? Nice.
Mhm.
I want to start
That's always
setting money aside so I can get that new Nintendo Switch 2 for the new Mario Kart World thing.
Hmm.
I want to play that. I don't know. I don't have my ear to the ground like you guys do. Like with what games are coming out. Dwight sent me that Lego Batman thing. That looks fucking sweet.
Oh, it looks so good. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Like Arkham style combat in Lego Batman.
Yeah, that'll
Really
be great.
fun.
I don't know. Ray, you got your ear to the ground? What's coming out? Is there a
I mean, really-
Borderlands something you like? Or wait.
Yeah, the Borderlands 4, that looks interesting, but it's not a priority game. That's,
Hmm.
one that I'll pick up on Steam sale.
Is Claptrap in all of them? Is he the connecting
Yeah,
thread?
He's one of them.
Okay.
Although this one, yeah, I mean, he's got to be there. It's too iconic of a character to ever leave it out. And he's a robot, so
Yeah,
he can,
he's not going to die. or anything.
persist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a packed release schedule. Like if I start looking, like Slime Rancher 2 is finally out of early access. That'll be out. Frostpunk 2 will be out on console. Like these are all things we need to check.
Barbie Horse Trails is coming out.
Yes,
Actually,
Barbie
you
Horse
joke.
Trails.
Is it
Barbie Horse
actually?
Trails.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. There you go. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is coming to PlayStation. If you guys have been jealous, keep playing it on
Totally.
mobile. Yeah, it's a good game. I have some friends who really love it. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake on October 30th. I forgot about that one. Yeah, okay. I got to close this list right now.
Just getting excited.
50 games a month, and I can't even play the ones I have. So, whatever.
Your game stack is huge, girl.
That's it for the bits. What do you got, Andrew? What's up?
I had a couple of things I jotted down throughout the show. I forgot to bring up. Super Duper in Fallout 76, one of the most advantageous building crafting cards, more crafting than building. Is there any sort of equivalent in Fallout 4 to that? Besides, I know there's an ammunition one where you craft more ammo each time you craft ammo, but is there a super duper type perk on that chart anywhere?
You could double everything?
Where I
I
can
don't know.
double my chems? I mean, because my antibiotics is still just frustrating the fuck out of me. But I was just thinking, I was just ask you guys. I don't know. Is there any way to? I mean, what does chemist do?
I'm trying to think. There are a lot of things where you find more stuff. You find
chemist
more ammo.
makes them last
Last longer, but it doesn't give you
Yeah.
more when you make them. Yeah,
Yeah,
so there's no real equivalent of that, is there?
Can't think of one for
stinks.
crafting. No, it's all find more stuff in containers, really.
Yeah, that
unless I'm
stinks.
missing.
Let's see. Other question: is Armada applicable to Sky? And I know it's sea, but like, did they space
definitely.
fleets are Armadas as well? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. I did not know that. Oh, here's something that I noticed when doing sleeping in survival mode. To save, you can only do it 3 hours on a mattress, so I never notice it on a mattress. But whenever I sleep 8 hours or more on a real bed in Fallout 4, the sleep timer will go like, it'll count backwards, the 12 hours or 8 hours or whatever. But in between hour like 6 and 7, say, like it'll just pause and like takes 3 or 4 seconds and then like resumes. What is happening there? What is like cells resetting, or what is the processor doing when it's like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Like what is it doing there? Why does it need to pause to do? What is it resetting cells, reloading everything?
Yeah, it does that
Is
each
it that
time, doesn't it?
But I don't know. It's just weird that like.
I wouldn't think it would really impact it, but I mean, is it happening after a certain amount of hours have counted down?
Yeah, that's as far as I
or
can.
Or is it that
the
it happens
hours
at
in the
the
day.
same numbers every time? Like there's
Does it happen at
between
midnight
5
or
and 6, or
yeah?
because I think, what is it, 7 in survival is the magic number that you want to sleep to get your full effect of sleeping, to
Yeah,
get
you
the
wanna
well
get-
rested XP.
Is it only 7? I usually do
Yeah.
8 to 12. Somewhere I just usually go
Yeah.
and just go.
And that's why when you're sleeping on a random sleeping bag that you find in a drug den somewhere, you can't
Better
get
to
the
just
full
not do
rested
it.
on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you need a save.
But I mean, Ray,
But-
it's
saving.
essentially it's calculating NPCs and the light, right? So it's going to do that each hour. It changes,
light.
it calculates
Oh
their
my God,
position,
the light,
and you can see the light move. Yeah.
All right, you guys were complaining about light, or someone was on Reddit, right? Something about it made it unplayable about light on the horizon or something.
No, that was
Oh.
me.
Was that
Mhm.
you? I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a bunch of people were
it was
experiencing
something. Yeah, I mean, it was. I wasn't the only person
Okay.
ever to have it.
it. Yeah.
Was
it caused by a mod or what? Did
Well, I updated my E&B and that fixed it.
okay. And this is not the same issue, but I am also having a lighting issue, where it's just fluctuating. It goes dark and light, and then the dark and then light. And then
On
I
the
turn
edge
and
on
it
the
goes dark
horizon?
and then light. No, just the screen. Like it doesn't go out, but it looks like night than day, night than day. Like, and I notice it happens as I'm like turning. When I turn more out of like the corner of my eye, the left, the screen will go dark, and then I stop moving, it'll be like light again, or like, and then you just stand there for a while, and it'll just fluctuate a couple times, or you move and it'll fluctuate. Like, this is not normal. It's not something that happened before, and it went away. For like, it happened my first 5 levels. I'm like, oh fuck, this is weird. I don't like this. But then it stopped doing it. I was like, oh sweet, that's awesome. It's not happening. But then like yesterday, it started happening again. I'm like, what the fuck is this, and why is that going on? So I was just curious if anyone else saw like some like, and it's not the same light on the horizon issue Ray was having, obviously, but it's like a really weird fluctuation of the light, sort of like someone's dimming the lights and then turning it back on real quick. It's very strange.
I'm not sure about that, but the important thing that you should know here is that you must go into the light if you want to save your son, Sean.
No, he's like my dad though.
Yeah.
Kinda. It's weird. We have a
Or
weird.
your
we have
daughter,
we have a
Carol
really
Ann.
weird relationship.
You must go into the light.
Who is Sean?
Julier says, "Who is Sean?"
Who is Sean? Good question.
Question
You know,
for the
people-
ages.
Great question.
People always
Sean?
ask, "Who is Sean?" But how is Sean?
A bit demented. That's how he is. A
He's
bit demented.
fucked up. The cosplay with the Frozen, I almost said Reba. That's Nora, right? Is that her name? Who's the female
Nora.
character?
Nate
Nora.
Nora.
Yeah, that was really cool. I only had one complaint about the cosplay. She should have frozen the fucking baby too.
I mean,
But the baby was just Nora. She's like, paint that shit blue. Come on. Little icicles coming out of his face. And if you look at that picture, it's an awesome costume. But there's
So
an
awesome.
even more intriguing, weird costume going on directly to the left, sort of in the background almost. There's like this really weird... I can't tell what's happening with that costume, but it's also very cool.
I've seen a couple pictures of them, but you mean from the meetup? Yeah, they got a lot of pictures of her at the meetup on Sunday at Dragon Con.
Very cool. Let's see.
Actually,
did I have any more?
Andrew, it was completely inauthentic, though. Do you know that? Literally unbelievable, because she had on a Pip-Boy, and she did not have a Pip-Boy going into
Oh my God! I didn't even put that together. Jeez. Call herself a fan. Huh. Didn't even get her fucking Pip-Boy right. Super duper. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's all I had. Was there any other things people want to chat about before we sign off for the evening?
Nothing for me. The Facebook group has just been pretty active lately, and of course Discord always is, so that's been fun to
Nice.
see. I know you've been posting there a little more too.
I've been trying to.
Tyrell, a few others, yeah.
Posted a funny Red Dead Redemption video. If you toss a stick of dynamite before you go into a cutscene, the dynamite goes off. The cutscene happens anyway. But like headless people are talking and stuff. It's great. It's hilarious. Anyway, I did
The last laugh.
exactly. I did have one shout that I would like to do on the way out the door. If anybody has Netflix, I encourage everyone to please go check out the new Devo documentary. I found it very remarkable, found it awesome, but I really love the band Devo, but I don't have all of their albums or anything. I'm not super well versed in them, but like anything that I've heard by them, I've always been really attracted to. I think Devo's a really fucking cool band, and the documentary is pretty amazing. My only complaint about it is that once you finish the whole movie, you're like, all right, this felt like episode 1 of a 10-part series. Give me my other 9 fucking episodes about Devo. Like, I want 9 more hours about this band because it was that fucking entertaining. So, if you got Netflix, go check out that Devo documentary. It kicks fucking ass. They're a sweet band.
I was watching The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Oh, I love that movie. Why does everyone hate that movie?
Anna
That's
put
my
that
favorite.
on. It's great, yeah. It's a unique one of the
Yeah, it gets
that guy's
it gets
movies.
dissed. Yeah, Wes Anderson's movies.
Wes Anderson, yeah. And like a lot of the soundtrack stuff, besides the acoustic guitarist that did David Bowie songs in Portuguese, the music soundtrack was by Mark Mothersbaugh. who's the
Yeah,
guy
he
from
does.
Devo.
Yeah, does lots of movies, so that's what he does now.
Tons
Yeah,
of movie soundtracks.
the most recent one that I fucking loved was Thor Ragnarok. That soundtrack just kicks ass. It's so good.
I kind of wanted to say he did it. He did the one for, was it Doctor Strange in the
He probably
Multiverse of
did.
Madness?
I'm not sure. He probably
with
did though.
Sam Raimi? I mean, that just sounds awesome. Sam
Yeah.
Raimi and Mark Mothersbaugh. I
Yeah,
could get
sounds
behind that.
appropriate to me. But yeah,
So yeah, cool.
Yep, check it out. It's good stuff. All right, you guys have anything else you want to get into tonight? Well, in that case, I will ask Steve, where can we find you on the internet if people like to contact or interact with you, sir?
I'm infrequently on Discord and the Facebook page.
All right, so infrequently you can catch Steve's attention in our Discord or the Facebook group. Steve, thanks so much for hopping on tonight. It was real good to catch up with you.
Total blast.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. And we also have Jess. She can be found at Sleep is 4T for all of her many projects. Jess, thank you so much for hopping on tonight.
It's been a great time.
And we got Ray. He is at Ray LB. Also at BBC ISSS for the Butcher, Baker, and Candle Maker in Space. Ray, thank you so much.
Good times.
And Ray and Jess do frequently tend to hang out in the Discord, so head on over there if you'd like to sign up. We also have our Facebook group, and the show can be found at the Fallout feed. I'd like to thank everyone for downloading this edition of the Fallout feed, and we will see you in the Wasteland.
Thank you for downloading this episode of the Fallout Feed Roundtable. If you are interested in doing a play-along character with us, the show can be contacted by emailing falloutroundtable@gmail.com. For the Roundtable schedule, our Amazon link, and all other show information, please head on over to asapodcasting.com, where you will find the Fallout feed, a Skyrimatic podcast, our YouTube channel, the Chatterbox, as well as other content. Once again, thank you for downloading, and we'll see you in the Wasteland.
Woo! Ham chopping weapon.
Ham
Believer,
choppers.
thank you. Ham chopping
The word
weapon.
you're looking for, the ham choppers.
Me talked well.
Get my ham choppers.
Ham chopper.